The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 263, being recorded on June the 29th, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, the Gunny Chief. Welcome, Gunny, welcome.
That is me, your second host, Gunny Chief. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good. I'm pretty good.
Good evening, good afternoon.
How you doing?
Good, man. I'm good.
Okay. I need an answer.
Doing great.
Okay. And from the state of Ohio, Steve, also known as the Mayo, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, Steve, Mayo Machine. Hey, how's it going?
Great.
Yeah, the Mayo is back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back once again. Woo! The Mayo's going to be joining us pretty much every show.
Whoa, who discussed this?
From now on. We discussed it, Gunny. We discussed it.
Oh, we did. Yes, we did.
We did.
Welcome, Mayo.
Yeah, welcome, Mayo. Woo!
Yeah.
Everyone give a round of applause to the Mayo. Woo, Mayo Machine. And thank you, Mayo, for joining us. Anyways, people, you can follow us on Twitter at _HorribleGamers. Leave us a review on iTunes. Leave us a review on Facebook. Thumbs up on Stitcher. I don't know where else you can leave reviews. Google Podcasts, I think you can leave reviews. All that good stuff. Just leave us reviews wherever you can leave reviews. Anyways, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community is our group on Facebook. You can join that group. It's a closed group. That means anything that we post in the group or that you post in the group is not visible by people that are not part of the group. And you can email us feedback at horriblegamers.com. That is our email address, feedback at horriblegamers.com. Any questions, comments, etc. that you want us to read on the show or that you want to just discuss with us privately, you can email us there. Patreon.com/horriblegamers, where you can go and support the show financially. Like Jonathan Hall has, Alan Maybe, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa, The Mayo, Jonathan Arcelo, Pork Chop Poo, Bo Sassone, Jesse Kraft, Henley M, Subbaiter, Native Live Matters. Thank you guys for supporting the show with the monies. As little as $2 a month will give you a shout out on the show. Yeah, that's right. $2. It also gives you access to extra content that I haven't been doing lately. I'm slacking on that, boys. I'm sorry. Apologize from the Jesus. Now that I have Mayo on here, maybe I could get Mayo to record.
Have you even been streaming this week? I haven't even seen you stream this week.
I gotta talk about that. Anyways, our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistix, and it's called The Breakout. Our intro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Night Owl. And let's get to talking about things, guys and girls. Let's talk about video games. First off, I want to talk about me real quick. This week, guys, I felt a little off. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever had those weeks where you feel a little off?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I get those.
Well, this week I really felt way off. So, like, I completely didn't do anything all week besides work. I didn't game for, like, 5 days straight.
Whoa. That must have been something there. To not game for 5 days straight?
I didn't even turn on my computer. No, that's a lie. I turned on my computer, I updated a game, and then I shut it off. That's my extent of gaming that I did this week for like the main part of the week. I just wasn't feeling it, man. Something came over me that I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was depression, sadness, fucking anxiety. I don't know what it was. It's just all of a sudden I just wanted to just be away from everything. I
unplug.
Yeah, I went to work and I would come home and I would just lay in bed and fucking just sit there and feel like, I don't know, just like I wanted to be alone. So I did. I didn't talk to no one. As you guys can tell, I wasn't messaging you guys much. I wasn't really talking to no one. And then I kind of just fucking whatever, dude. Like, didn't game. I just didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to do anything. And I feel bad, because there's people that watch me stream. There's people that, like, talk to me every day or almost every day. You guys and shit, and I didn't talk to nobody. It was weird.
I was having to find somebody else to watch during the week when I had time.
Yeah, like, it was weird. It was fucking weird. I just was off this week. That's all. It was one of those weeks where, like, you need to take off of gaming, like, just to kind of reset your gaming palette or something. It happens to everyone.
Refresh those batteries to 100% because I felt like Friday you were like back and up and running.
Yeah, yesterday. Capacity. Yeah, definitely. Yesterday I came back on and I was playing like Kingdom. What's that game called?
Two Crowns?
No, not Kingdom. Total War 3 Kingdoms. I was playing that. Games. Yeah, so many Kingdom games. I was playing that yesterday for like fucking 7 or 8 hours straight. I wasn't streaming it though. I was just on my own, just in my own little space. And I figured the game out. I figured it out. It's easy to figure out. It's easier to figure out when you're not streaming, trying to talk to people and learn this shit at the same time. It's way easier to figure out. So right now I actually have a kingdom now. So you start off as I'm playing as Cao, which is like the easiest guy to play as in the beginning because it tells you like right there you can pick like out of like maybe 10 different people you can pick who you want to be, but each one has different abilities and different like difficulty levels. So like the guy all the way to the right, he's like the main dude in the beginning of the game, and he's the one that everyone wants to kill at first, so it's really hard to play as him in the beginning. So it tells you like start off as Cao because he's the easiest guy to play as from the beginning. If you've never played this game before or a game like this, you probably want to learn the mechanics, so you should play as him. You'll be able to learn a lot of stuff, and then maybe if you beat the campaign, you can play as the other people. And so I started playing as him, and so I had to restart my last game that I played. Like, remember the last one I told you guys? I went to war with those people. They offered me peace. I told them, fuck you, I'm going to war with you, and then they like ambushed my army and slaughtered everyone.
Is that the one they chased you down?
Yeah, so that...
You played that a few weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I had to reset that campaign because I was like, I lost all my armies. I'm getting my ass kicked. I can't play as this guy anymore. I'm at war with everyone. And you can't be at war with people if you don't have soldiers that are going to fight. You know what I mean? It's not a good war to be in. You
Right.
don't want to be outnumbered by the enemy. So I completely restarted my game. I started again as Cao. And this time, I did my approach a little bit differently. Instead of attacking to the north and to the east and to the west of me, I went to the south. So I went to war with like this huge kingdom in the south. These guys were big. They had like probably the entire bottom part of the map just covered. Like there was all their land. And somehow, some way, I was able to navigate my armies. I made peace treaties with these two countries that were like right in between us. And I was able to like make a treaty with them where it says like, hey, can I push my army through your guys' country? I want to attack you guys if you just let me through. And they're like, yeah, go ahead, whatever. We're cool. I think they probably just agreed with me so I don't invade them. But anyways, I marched my armies through their land, and I went to the south, and I fucking slaughtered everyone, dude. Like, my army was kicking ass. I had huge armies, like thousands of soldiers in each general's command. We were just fucking... Every time I was in a battle, it was like... my army had like 9,000 soldiers, and they had like 2,000. So they were just getting fucking outnumbered, right? And it was just a slaughter fest, dude. And there's a new DLC out for the game. It adds blood to the camp. It adds blood to the graphics. So when you see a war and you can zoom in to the people fighting, you see like people's getting their heads chopped off and like their arms chopped off, and like there's blood on the battlefield and shit.
So it's like a top-down Mordau?
Yeah, pretty much. And right now I'm playing it differently because there's two different ways you can set up the campaign. You can play it as, one is called the Romance, and one is called Classic. And Romance is how I'm playing it right now. And Romance is where the generals that you have in your army, like the main guys that are commanding your forces that are in the battle, in Romance mode, they fight by themselves. They have no bodyguards. They just go into a battle, and they can actually duel one-on-one with an enemy general. So like say they're in a battle and they run into another general from the other army. The other person can either challenge you or you can challenge them to a duel. And when that happens, only them two go into a battle stance and they start fighting each other. And everyone around them is fighting, but they're only fighting each other. No one's helping like the generals. They're just, whoever dies. They're fighting to the death, right? So that's pretty cool. In classic mode, what usually happens is if a general runs into another general, they usually have like elite bodyguards with them, like they're like the King's Guard, kind of like, think of like Game of Thrones, the King's Guard, right? Like the people that are protecting the king. Right. They have like the General's Guard, where like they like run around with like dudes with horses and spears and shit around them, badass looking armor, and they protect the general. So your general rarely dies. in classic mode. But in romance mode, your general can die because he dueled somebody and he wasn't as good as the other person he's dueling, and he dies. And that can break your troops' morale, like I've spoke about before. Anyways, I got big enough now, I guess, where like you rank up from like basic hobo-ass person to like a duke to then something else and something else. There's like 4 different levels you can rank up. Now I'm king. So like as a king, I declared myself an emperor of China. And then as soon as I did that, 2 other people declared themselves emperors of China. So now it's like a war of the 3 kingdoms. So now it's like the story of the game is on now. We're like there's 3 different kingdoms and we're trying to fight each other to see who's going to become the emperor of China in the end. Like who's going to be the real fucking king of everything, you know? So like I got these dudes to the left of me, these dudes at the north of me. And what's pretty cool is as soon as I became king though, I had like one ally, right? Like one person that like completely said like, hey, look, we're on your side. We bow down to you. We're going to give you taxes. Our army is your army. If you need us to fight for you, we will. You know, let us serve you. And like, I only had one person that did that for me before like I became king. And as soon as I became king, like probably like 8 other people that had like their own like little areas or countries or whatever. They're like, hey, dude, yeah, you're the emperor. Yeah, we're on your side. All right, cool. Like, yeah, we serve you now. So like now I have like huge armies. I command like fucking. I have like 30 armies in my command. I could just send everywhere and fuck people up. But it's kind of tough though because like I said, I'm at war with like 2 other kingdoms and they're pretty big too, and they have a lot of people under their command, and it's kind of like a tug of war, you know, like who do I send allies? Who do I send people to help? Where do I send my armies to go help? Who? You know, because some people will ask you for backup and you cannot really help them because they're really far away. You know, so it's a lot of fucking.
And I assume also strategies. You probably don't want to spread yourself too thin.
Yeah, you don't. Because you know, it's cool to have like big army. Because all of my armies, the cool thing about them is they're not small. They all have lots of soldiers in them. So like, if my army if we get caught in an ambush by another military force, my guys are usually big enough and diverse enough to like fuck anybody up. The problem is though, like when 2 other armies catch one of your armies, because they have like 10,000 to 20,000 soldiers against your like 9,000, you know, group. They outnumber you, and just by the sheer numbers, they're gonna be able to take you guys out. So like, I try to keep my armies together like in groups, like 2 of you guys over here, 2 of you guys over here, 3 of you guys over here. You know what I mean? Just kind of keep them in groups so they don't get caught slipping, as they say in the streets. You know, they don't get caught slipping in the hood, you know, and get shot by an enemy. So, yeah.
Get all laxy.
Anyways, that game is so much fun, though, man. Like, now I have, like, what's they called? Like, so I have, like, the king. I have an ambassador. I have, like, the king's heir to the throne. Then I have, like, all my commanding, like, the dude who commands the armies, the dude who commands the taxes, the dude who commands the people, the dude who commands... I have, like, all those dudes assigned. And then I have, like, the dudes underneath them assigned. And I had to kill, like, some of my generals, man. Because during, like, that big war that I was fighting to the south, right? I had, like, 4 or 5 armies. And the thing is, one of my armies was commanded by a person that I demoted from, like... They were, like, chancellor or something. And then I demoted them to general. So, because I needed them in the battlefield. And then they fucking betrayed me, dude. They were going to overthrow me. So I had to kill him because like a little thing came up that said like, hey, we've got information that like this person is commanding like these other 5 people in your army to like overthrow you and kill you. They plan to assassinate you. What do you want to do? And it's like you can pay them off to like make them happy again, because the whole thing, the reason they're trying to kill you is because they're usually unhappy. They're not happy with what they're doing or their post or whatever. So, like, you can either pay them extra money to keep them a little bit happy for a little bit of turns, or you can just have them all arrested or have them all assassinated, like, just have them all killed. Like, chop off their fucking heads and make an example out of them. And that's what I did.
Hardcore right there. You get disgruntled, you're going down.
Yeah, no disgruntled employees in my army.
6 feet under.
Yeah, man. It's a fun fucking game, though, dude. It really is deep, and it really is just a lot of learning that you got to do. You got to really get into the mind space of, like, focusing on what the fuck you're doing and then remembering where you have certain armies. Because it gets to a point where, like, the map is so big that you're like, fuck, where did I leave that one army? And you realize they're all the way over here somewhere fighting by themselves. And you're like, what the fuck what are they doing up there? Like, get the fuck over here, guys. We got a peace treaty with those guys now. Get over here. So you got to like move them across the fucking land again. And it's just crazy, dude. It's a fun game, though. I am having a blast with it. And I recommend it if you're into strategy games. Buy this game. It's fucking good. It's fucking good. And then the blood DLC, it's a lot of blood. Lots of blood.
Yeah, I've been seeing it on Twitch. It's been staying up there. Hey, quick question, Jesus.
Okay.
Imperator Rome. That's on the Game Pass. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you played that or not, but really. It sounds like it's in the same setting, same way to play the game from what I've seen. And I started the tutorial, but then I was like, I have no clue like what to do next because the tutorial I didn't think was a lot of help.
Yeah, there really aren't. I mean,
I don't know if I should just go. I want to get into something like that, but
this
game, how to start it out.
It has pretty good tutorials, and there's always like there's like a little info button. You just press on it, and say like I open up my what's it called? Like the page that shows like who's the king, who's the heir to the throne, and like who's your governing people or whatever. Say I open up that page, right? And I'm not really sure what this fucking page means. I could just click on this little button on the top right. And has like a little eye on it. You click on it, and it highlights everything for you. And it says like, okay, this guy up here, he's your emperor. He's your main guy. This guy right here, he's the heir to the throne. He's the son of your emperor. Keep him happy so he doesn't overthrow the emperor. And these guys down here, these are your generals. These guys down here, these are your people or whatever. Like it shows you, like it highlights everything, and like you can like toggle, like kind of scroll over it, and it'll like pop out a little text that kind of gives you a little bit of information of what means what.
Do you also have a queen in the game, or is there?
No, that's kind of weird, right? There's no queen in the game, but my dude keeps having children.
Like, I'm thinking China. They're probably
you now have a new heir to the throne. It's like, I guess it must mean like back in the day, like I guess women didn't really matter much or something. They didn't have queens. They just had the emperor. I don't know.
Right, like in China, that's the way it rolled.
Maybe that's the way it rolled back then, where they didn't have like queens. Maybe they just had like the dude, and I'm pretty sure like he's married to somebody, because I can look up the family tree and it shows like him and his wife, and it shows like, okay, you're married to this person. And these are your children, and these are your children's children, and these are your children's 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 children. Like, it shows a family tree of who's who. Because there's a lot of people in your family that are part of the government, right? They're either governors or they run a city or something. Like they're doing something in the government. So it shows like a huge family tree, but I don't know, like, what's going to happen when my dude dies. Because he's getting fucking old. He's like 65 years old now. And I'm like, this is pretty old for like some crazy ass dude back in the day. Most people lived to like 50 years old back then.
Yeah, does your kid or grandkid take over? How does that work?
Yeah, I don't know. Because, like if I'm at war with somebody and sometimes they get killed like I killed this one dude, this emperor in a battle. I killed him. I didn't like take over his land because they still have a bunch of cities that I hadn't invaded yet, but he came up to me and he wanted a battle, and we did a duel, and my general killed him. So I was like, hey, the emperor not the emperor, but like the leader of this faction is now dead. His son has taken his position, and his son now his son hates you, and they vow to avenge their father because you killed him. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Like the war sometimes continues, or sometimes the wars just end. They just like, hey, this guy wants to have peace with you because they feel like they want to just be peaceful instead of like go to war with you, and they'll just try to give you peace. So it's just a little weird. The game is crazy though, pretty deep. That Imperator Rome or whatever that I've seen it on Game Pass too, and I don't know, man. I don't know if I have time for two of these kinds of games. Maybe I don't.
I think that one I just mentioned is different. I think that's more moving icons around the map in the world, not actual like gameplay.
So you're just like moving like on.
But it's strategy. So
it's like Risk, kind of. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like a Risk type game.
Yeah. And
there's a few others that are out there, that Rise of Nations and a few others.
Yeah, this game is kind of like Risk too, but it's like Risk, and it's like a real-time strategy when you're in the battlefield because you got to move the troops around. But then when you're not in a battle, it's all about turn-based strategies. You got to like know what to build and what to do next, and like think like a few turns ahead. Like, okay, if I build this, eventually this is gonna happen, and eventually this might happen. And yeah, so pretty good game, dude. Fun times, everyone. Woo! That's all I played this week. Literally, that's all I fucking played. I didn't play nothing else but a little bit of Police Simulator on Sunday night. That game is fun. I figured out how to arrest people and rank up. I'm like Sergeant now. Sergeant 1 or Sergeant 3 or something. Yeah.
You
Police Simulator. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Have you tried using the controller anymore, or you pretty much give up on the controller?
I give up on the controller. I used the mouse and keyboard on it. Fuck the controller. And then I figured out how to do multiplayer. And it's funny.
Nice.
It's funny because multiplayer, it doesn't... I can't talk to the other person, but we know what to do together. Like, me and the dude, we're just rolling together, or we know what to do. And it's just a funny game because you never talk to the other person, but they're playing with you, but you don't talk to them. I don't know why they don't have like voice chat. They don't have like text chat. I can't hit enter and type something, and like, but somehow I don't know if they can hear me, or maybe it's that they don't have a mic, or I don't know what it is, but like, I would like tell somebody to do something and they would do it. But like, hey dude, come over here, get in my car, and they would just follow me and get in my car. So I don't know if they could hear me and they didn't have a mic.
Yeah, there probably is.
Yeah, maybe they
or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Maybe they're just little kids or something. They don't have mics or something. I don't fucking know who I was playing with. And the thing is, it doesn't even show a name above their head. Like, I don't know who the fuck I was playing with. Just randoms. Literally, there's no name there. It's just like another cop with no name on it, but you know it's another player because like on the mini map it has like a colored triangle on there, like where they're at.
So
weird.
like in the menus, can you like create a party? Can like you like
yeah?
Or is
so
it just like a random person?
When you launch the game, you can host a lobby, and the thing is, when you host a lobby, you can only have one more person in the lobby with you, so it's like a 2-player game. And so as the main player, you're the one that selects the missions. You select what missions you want to go on, and then you go, and then you and the other, once you select the missions, the other person can complete them for you, or you can go with them and complete them. And like, usually what would happen, the way it would go is I would go out to my car, get in my police car, drive off, and then the other person would get into their police car and start driving too, and then we would both just roll up to the same place. Or like, after playing a few missions, the other people would feel comfortable, I guess, and they would just jump into my car. Because, you know, I think they're trying to gauge if you're going to be one of those persons that's just, like, fooling around or if you're actually going to play the game. And now it's actually kind of playing the game. So, like, you know, after a while, me and the dudes were just rolling around town with our fucking cop car and shit. And jump out and tase people and shoot people and shit. And it's fun times. Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Right away, I get the idea that it would be kind of fun if you could do like a bad guy and a cop. You know, you start getting like open the game up to where you could go in there and cause trouble, and then the other person would have to try to arrest you, and you could try to run from them and stuff like that. It could be kind of entertaining.
You should have been watching the stream on Sunday.
Cops and robbers.
You should have been watching the stream on Sunday when we were like on the high-speed chase of this minivan, right? And like I'm driving like this huge SUV because I just unlocked the SUV and I thought like it was super cool to drive the cop SUV because I just unlocked it. So I'm driving this huge SUV that cannot accelerate for shit. It doesn't go fast. It's so slow that I can't catch up to this minivan, right?
Not so, like, downhill?
Yeah, only it was downhill. So we're like hauling ass, dude. And then like all of a sudden like the dude goes around the freeway and I'm like, I've seen the AI do this before. I know they're gonna go up this ramp, go on the freeway, then get off the other ramp and try to like throw me off. So what I did was I'm gonna go up the other ramp and block them off so they can't go past me. And it worked. Like the AI did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They go up this ramp, they went around, they come down the other ramp, and I had it blocked and just boom, slam into me, right? So me and my partner jump out of the police car and I'm like, get him. And my partner, instead of trying to chase him down, my partner somehow equipped his handcuffs and handcuffed himself. So like it shows my partner like handcuffing himself. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you handcuffing yourself? And the dude in the van jumps out of the van and he's fucking running down the freeway ramp. And like I don't know who was in the chat. I think it was Snyder or somebody. They were like, oh, that motherfucker's gone. And sure enough, I didn't no idea where he went, dude. That dude took off running on us and I had no idea where the fuck that guy went. He was just gone. He was fucking like, I'm out of here. Fuck you guys.
You guys are handcuffing yourselves, you idiots.
Fucking rent-a-cops. It was just hilarious how it all played out. The dude just took off running down the ramp and just fucking ran into the city. And, and me and my partner was sitting there like, what the fuck? And I think my partner finally caught him like down the street or something. Like my partner chased him down and was able to pinpoint him and grab him. But it's just funny how it all played out, dude. And I had like a few people watching. I probably like 15 people watching or some shit. It was just funny as fuck how it all played out. Just like we thought we were gonna be all. I thought I was gonna be all fucking slick and like block the dude off and like do this cool arrest. And no, my partner jumps out of the car and handcuffs himself. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Some Reno 911 shit there.
It was like totally like some Reno 911 shit right there. That's what it was.
Well,
it's a fun game.
We have your video on demand, so I'm sure we could probably pull it up. So all of us, I haven't gotten to see it yet.
Yeah, you probably pulled that.
Darn sure I'm going to be looking it up.
Yeah, it's on the VOD. Yeah, it should be up there. And then, yeah, it was just fucking hilarious, man, how that played out. And there's a lot of moments like that in that game where it just plays out fucking funny. You know what I mean? It's just dumb. Something dumb happens, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
I think they can make a game sometimes, though, like just the craziness that happens. I remember, like in PUBG, it was kind of the same way. Before PUBG became real stable, like you'd be just driving in a vehicle, and all of a sudden something happened, and it would shoot up into the sky or something, or or just some weird thing would happen, or like you'd have like it would just glitch out in some way, and it was just some kind of craziness to it. Two vehicles that hit each other and one would rocket off the map or something,
It reminds me of that. It was a moment on PUBG when we were playing. I was playing on the Xbox, and I forget who I was playing with, but there was somebody who listens to the podcast. I think it was Gary Ellis Jr. Me and him and his squad, we were playing, and we were like in these houses.
Jiggly?
Yeah, King Jiggly, and we were in these houses, like on this hill. We were like on these houses, just looting the houses, and we're like, all right, boys, we're going to just chill up here, wait for the circle to close in. Let's kind of take it easy for a second. And like all I hear is one of his friends be like, hey guys, watch this. And I just in time, I go outside, and I see his buddy coming down the hill, like full speed on a motorcycle, hits a little ramp, and he fucking goes up in the air, dude. And like somehow in the air, like, he does this fucking flip, but it blows up. It just blew up. And he was just
pulled out a grenade.
It was like we're all trying to be all quiet and all fucking stealth and tactical and shit. And this dude's like, watch me, boys.
I'm Evel Knievel.
Yeah, he goes down the fucking hill full speed and hits a ramp and just like blows up in midair.
And making fireworks in the sky.
I don't even know what he hit. He just fucking blew up.
There's a squad over here.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, we're like, dude, we're trying to keep it down, and you're over here fucking blowing up motorcycles in the middle of the sky. That moment's probably one of the funniest moments I've ever had on PUBG, man. And I think I actually recorded that on Xbox. Record that on the fucking videos or something. But that shit was fucking funny, dude. We were all just dying laughing, and the dude, he was like, I don't know if he felt embarrassed or just, I don't know what happened, but he was like, all right, guys, I gotta go. Because we were just all laughing at him so fucking hard, dude. Gary was laughing at him. I was fucking dying laughing. It was just an awesome moment. And it was one of those PUBG moments, literally, where, like, you don't know what he hit. He must have hit, like, a tree or something that was just not loaded in or something. I don't know what he hit. He hit something. But he blew the fuck up. Anyways, yeah.
Cool.
Well, you've been playing Mayo.
What have I been playing? I played a couple. I've had a little bit of a busy week also. So I couldn't be outdone by Jesus last week. So I had to have a birthday this week also. Since he was trying to steal all the limelight last week, I went ahead and had a birthday this week too. So
you did.
Oh,
How old are you now?
Happy birthday.
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm like the middle guy now. I'm like 43.
43. How old are you, Gunny?
47.
Damn, Gunny, you're still old, man. You see, Gunny, I'm trying to get like old people in here to replace you, and it ain't working, Gunny.
You need to get somebody else in here. Find somebody over 50.
You can't find people that old to play video games anymore.
Somebody over 50. Yeah, somebody over 50 that's willing to do a podcast with a bunch of fucking weirdos. Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, we've got some on TXL I could reach out to that can get on the show.
Oh, okay. They're over 50?
That's the old guy. Facebook
if that'll make you feel better, Gunny, we could probably make that happen.
Trying to boost Gunny's morale up, guys. That's all. Trying to make him not be old man Gunny anymore. It's just not working.
I can change my gamer tag too. Remember, I get that one that you said that I can do.
You do, yeah.
I think you mentioned that on the show while I was out on vacation.
Yeah.
What one was that? I don't remember.
Well, you can now change your gamer tags to like anything you want to change it to, pretty much. Even if somebody else has it, you can just change it to it. And the only thing it adds like a little like hashtag number to the end of your gamer tag.
And so I think because my Xbox it's in that insider program.
You probably have it.
And so I'm like part of the alpha or whatever you call it. I get to do it first.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Change your fucking name to
there you go.
The Gunny.
Change it.
Just change it to The Gunny. What?
Yeah.
The Gunny. Okay, that sounds good.
The Gunny works. Gunny Chief is pretty cool too. Whatever. Anyways, whatever. What have you been playing, man?
Yeah.
Besides your birthday. So happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Yes, thank you very much. I got in a little bit of my friend Pedro again. So I hit on this last week, and knowing it was kind of a short game, I want to go ahead and give it some more time and just go ahead and finish it and kind of be done with it, really. So I think I started over completely from the beginning of the campaign.
You just restarted the whole thing, like, fuck it?
Yeah, because I was like maybe 10 lap missions in, if you want to call it a mission, even, because they're really, really, really
levels.
short. Yeah. So I start off, and it gives you the whole thing. The beginning of the game, you start off with the bananas talking to you, and you're kind of waking up, and you're not sure what's going on. And you kind of see this first guy, and they're talking about him being the butcher, and that he's giving people like bad meat and people body parts and all this kind of stuff, and he kind of runs that part of town. And you pretty much decide you're going to take this guy out, and they give you just the one gun for the beginning, and you're going through, and it's got just amazing music, and you're playing through it. It's got this kind of a upbeat techno to it, and it just really encourages you to kind of run through it fast and stuff. But just going through it, you just kind of like each screen, almost like what you see on your screen is kind of like that part of the level, like a mission almost, it feels like, because you go through it and you can see like a little simple elevator thing where you got to move this elevator up, by stepping on a platform, and then there's a guy there and you just kind of shoot him with your right analog stick. I was using an Xbox controller. Mm-hmm. So you kill your first couple guys, and you just kind of work your way through. And again, it's feeling very easy. You get three little bars of health, and those bars will recharge as long as you don't take any damage. So if you get like shot, even just one time, like you'll lose a little bit of health, but it'll just regenerate as long as that bar doesn't get completely deteriorated or whatever. And so you can go through and you can just almost tank it. Like you can go through and just take shots from different people and not really even have to worry about it. Like you probably ain't gonna die. And even if you do die in the game, it's so forgiving. They pretty much spawn you right exactly where you died with the same amount of ammo, and everything is the same. So like if you tank to it, you can be like, okay, I died. Oh well, it's gonna take me 2 seconds to get back to where I was at. So there's like no penalty even really for dying. So just kind of tank through it. And at the end of the level, I'd say a level is maybe 3 minutes max, maybe the first couple of levels. And they give you a letter, and it'll be like a C, a B, or an A, or an S, and you'll get like a B rating on it and stuff. And so, like, all right, you're gonna launch the next level. And the next level, they give you dual Uzis, or maybe this is dual handguns, but they teach you about the mechanic of how to aim two different directions at one time. So they start to complicate the controls a little bit, in my opinion. So you start off pretty much having to hold left bumper left trigger to focus on two different enemies. So it locks on one enemy, then you have to move the right analog stick to the direction of the other enemy, and then you have to tap the right trigger to fire, because it's just pistols, so it's not automatic. So you're trying to tap, and you're holding the left bumper or left trigger and maybe the analog stick. And if you hit the other bumper, you can do like a spin move and dodge bullets, and they're encouraging you to like hit the spin move at the same time so you don't take any damage. But you can just tank it. Like you literally can just run through the game and just get shot all the time. And the little screen kept coming up, it had a little banana would pop up, and he'd be like, remember, you can use LB, I think, to dodge. And I just did not need to. Like, you could just go through without losing enough health.
Yeah, and then also add in like everything you just said, and then it's push in on the right analog stick to focus, basically slow down bullet time if you choose. Which some situations I'm sure you need to.
Yeah, later on in the game, it kind of became like, I felt like more important, but I still never really felt like I had to. Everything I learned in the game, like it teaches you pretty early, and then it just starts adding new guns. And the new guns later on in the game, you get Uzi, and then you go to dual Uzis, and then you end up going, I'm trying to think, next was like a shotgun.
I think, yeah, that's what I heard on another podcast.
And the shotgun feels really good. Like it actually is kind of satisfying. It has like a spread, and that level you're actually in these little sewers, and you're like fighting like gamers that are down in the sewers for some reason, and they're dressed in little like night costumes. So they come running at you with a sword, and you got this pump shotgun, and you're just blasting guys, but they look like little knights with swords, and they're coming at you. There's little arcade games in the background. They were playing or something like that, and for some reason they're trying to stop us, and so you just kind of go through. But right before that, earlier in the game, when you fight the first butcher guy, something that was kind of neat is the game kind of changes from being a side-scrolling, I guess you could call it like shooter. It changes. You get a motorcycle, and you fight the first boss on a motorcycle. And the music even picks up more, and you can kind of move up and down on the screen. And you just scrolling sideways, but you're shooting behind you at different enemies, and they're coming at you. And you can actually jump your bike, or you do a wheelie, and it speeds up your bike. And then a boss will come out in it's like a meat truck, and he's like throwing these like bombs at you, and you can shoot him. You gotta like shoot him out of the air and stuff like that, and damage the truck by shooting the truck. So that kind of was kind of a neat little welcome change to the gameplay early on. The second one is a lot more the same of early side-scrolling shoot, solve real simple puzzles on your way going through. Never had an issue solving any of them. I mean, it was just look at it for 2 seconds, be like, I got to step on this platform, it's going to move this wall, then I'm going to roll through that hole it makes, and then I'm going to step on that platform, and it's going to move this. And so they kept it very simple in that aspect. And I feel like the game is just really pushing you all about style. I mean, like I said, you can beat this game just tanking through it really easy. And I had no issue like going through, and if I didn't really care about the score that much, I could go through it and get a C grade, but just pretty much go through it. And I think maybe on the whole game, it took me a total like maybe 4 hours of playing time. I think I died on the last boss 3 times, and that's actually 3 different stages you fight them. So with those couple times there, I think I only died like 3 other times before that. So maybe 6 or 7 times total in the 4 hours I'd even died. And that was kind of just tanking it. Like it literally just going through and knowing I could do way better. So you could probably play through this game if you had just a little bit of practice without dying, probably in one sitting, probably in 3 hours, probably.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably only maybe 45 minutes in.
Yeah, so
I just got the dual pistols.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of like a lot of the backgrounds too looked a lot alike. They didn't seem to really change up a whole lot. The sewer one's a little different, but I think you do like 8 of those, sections, and then you'll fight a boss. Have you seen the boss where you're chasing a guy that puts a bounty on your head? You actually go to like this one area, and there's a bunch of bounty hunters there, and they put a bounty on you, so you're fighting all these supposed bounty hunters. Well, when you get to the guy that puts the bounty on you, he like jumps out of a window, and he gets on a helicopter, and you got to fight this little helicopter thing for a minute, which is kind of a cool little action scene. But when you take it out, he falls out of the helicopter, and you jump out the window after him. So instead of being a side scroller, the screen's actually you're falling down, and you're shooting guys falling down. And you can dual wield again as you're shooting 2 different directions. There's guys dropping with you, and you're shooting these guys.
Oh, that's
There's
cool.
also
like
debris kind of falling around too. So you're like you can turn and move around that, and you can still slow down time and stuff like that. And you're taking out guys, and you end up having to fight the guy on the way down to the ground. And when you beat him, you ultimately fall on a thing of water at the bottom of the ground and kind of get knocked unconscious and go to this imaginary land. It's like rainbows and unicorns, and then it gets really weird.
Little Diablo.
Yeah. Is that Whimsmere? I think it's called. Maybe.
No, I forgot the name, but that's not it.
I can't remember it either. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been there a couple of times. But yeah, you get something like that, and then the banana's like talking to you, and he's like, "Hey, there's some guys I don't like here, and they don't like my area. Can you be so kind to take care of them for me?" So then you're going through this mission, and you're fighting different guys, but there's always like basically like trampolines on the ground, and you have to like fight like guys on trampolines. So your character's bouncing all the time, and you're doing backflips off a trampoline, bounces and stuff, and shooting different guys. And then like the last installment of that, they give you a little helicopter hat. So like when you're really high up in the air, you can kind of float down. The helicopter will spin. You kind of float down real slow, and you're shooting different guys as you're kind of gliding down. It's kind of bizarre. So it's definitely an entertaining level though. So I think you'll like it when you get to that gun. You're probably not real far off from that actually.
Yeah, you're more right. It was Whimsmere. I thought it was called something else, like something Cloud. But yeah, that's cool. It kind of reminds me of like the Guns, Gore, and Cannoli, except it just adds like different mechanics to the game. Instead of just kind of going side scrolling.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like, I can see why now it's only a $20 game, and I'm not sure. I think it's on the PC and the Switch only.
Yes, I think so. I think it's only on the 2.
I don't know how much it is on the Switch. If it's any more than 20, I would probably pass because it seems too easy unless you really want to go back and play those levels over again and just try to get higher scores.
I think it would have been the one thing I was thinking when I first started it was, if you remember, like, was it like Max Payne, and your bullet time? But you only got, there was only so much bullet time that you received. In this game, it's like a full bar, so you can go for like a super long time, and and then it regenerates pretty quickly, and you could use it for seems like an unlimited amount of time.
Yeah, it did.
But if they shortened that up, I think that would have been a better strategy for this game.
Yeah, and I think too, actually, the difficulty, I wish they would have made it a little harder and you could not have to tank your way through it, because it just, I don't know, like I said, I was kind of like in that mode of like, I'm just going to play through this game because I knew it was short and just kind of be done with it at that point. Like, it just kind of is what it was. I wanted to see the story to its conclusion. And for any of you that want to play it, I won't spoil like what happens at the end of it, but it's a kind of a simple story, but it has a little twist at the end.
Yeah, so it just has that replayability, right? Get your A+ rating in, so you can do it faster. That's cool. All
the enemies are going to be in the same spot, so you can learn how to handle that situation better, and that's where you're going to get your better grades. There'll be like 2 guys strategically placed, and then there may be like a barrel, and you can shoot the barrel, and it'll start rolling, and it'll fall on one guy while you're shooting the other guy, and you'll get more of a combo set up out of it. And the biggest thing, you get like combos for killing people, and you want to try and keep that combo going.
Yeah, and you can also kick. That's the other thing you can do as well.
Did you use it very much? So if they're coming out
of the door, like right next to you, like where I'm sitting there trying to shoot it, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I realize I can. I'm also playing with the Xbox One controller, so I realize I can press X or Y or whatever to kick them.
Yeah. I mean,
I just kicked him dead one time, I think, or twice.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 kicks. Yeah, it reminds me of like the old school Nintendo little side-scrolling fighters where you hit them one time and they just fall back and die. They kind of flash and die,
Right.
But I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I definitely wouldn't spend more than 20 for it. So if it's more expensive on the Switch, I probably wouldn't pick it up. But I mean, I did get 4.5 hours out of it total. But that was with me playing it a little bit and then starting over. So for $20, you basically $5 an hour of playing time. So
yeah, that's a good value.
If you don't mind playing $5 an hour for your playing time, then you'll find it worth it. But if it's much more than that, I would probably hold off. Another game I didn't really get into a whole lot. I did pick it up, and we talked about it last week with MechMod, is Deep Rock Galactic. Haven't got a whole lot into it. I played like 1 campaign mission. I think it might have been like a tutorial, and it's kind of like Jesus. I started playing it a little bit, and I just wasn't feeling it. Like the game looked great, and it was fun. It just for some reason it just wasn't in the mood for that kind of game. So I only played it for like a little while. I got like maybe I don't know so much. Like you got to mine some resources and you kind of dump them in this robot and you kind of get money for it. And I was just kind of building that up a little bit, but then I kind of stopped at that point. And then since I wasn't really feeling that, I went ahead and went to a game called The Escapist.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys have played this or not, but
I played the whatever one, the prison one.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's like you're in a prison.
I played it during a holiday 2 years ago. I didn't much care for it, but
I know it's on the Game Pass, so I'm like, I'll give this a shot. Some of the people can maybe pick it up, whatever. But I didn't really I just didn't feel it. On the PC, some of the controls were a little weird, and it didn't really have. I don't think I remember if it had controller support. I don't think it did. Did you remember?
Because I played it on the Xbox, so it's got to have it on PC.
And I don't think it did though. Cause I remember finding that weird. It's on Game Pass now, I know, but I don't think I could switch. I think I turned my controller on and it wasn't letting me. But maybe because I started the game.
Yeah, and you might have to go back into the settings and it'll say gamepad.
Yeah,
something or other. Turn on. Some games have that option.
I'm spoiled by that ability to just turn on your Xbox controller and a game will automatically switch over anytime you want.
Yeah, like a Far Cry game or something.
Yeah, my favorite was in I think it was Wildlands. I could not fly the vehicles at all in Ghost Recon Wildlands with a mouse and keyboard. I don't know if you ever tried, Gunny.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's really hard.
No, but I'm good with the controller. I mean, I'm pretty good in flight with a helicopter.
And for some reason, with mouse and keyboard, that flight of the helicopters and the planes on Wildlands is so hard. I mean, I would just crash.
What is it? Because you need the gyro. You need those analog sticks to kind of fine tune it to where you need it to go.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I would do, I would just have my Xbox controller beside me turned on, and I would just literally when I got in the plane, just grab the Xbox controller and start flying and do whatever I needed to do with the helicopter or whatever. And then when I land, I went right back to mouse and keyboard.
See, but you know what? I was gonna say, man, you could have busted out your flight stick and still kept your PC wrap going.
Yeah, I don't have a flight stick.
I'm still PC.
That would be a nice option. I might have to borrow one. I have a friend that has one, so maybe he'll let me borrow his flight stick.
Yeah. Very cool.
Besides that, a little bit I played. The other game I really got into, and Jesus probably ought to help me a little bit more on this game, is I got basically some of the tutorial done. Was I picked up the Jurassic World Evolution. And I remember you went into depth and you were really liking this game 6 months ago.
The game is good. I should get it on PC again now. On Steam sale. I should probably buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually on sale for I think like $13.99 right now on Steam.
I'm definitely buying it then.
I'm definitely buying it.
I'll buy it.
It is in the Mayo Pass. But
I've been playing it on the Mayo Pass up until 15 minutes ago. Like you guys want to record? I'm like, I'm kind of playing here.
I like what I played so far. It's pretty entertaining. I was a little confused at first with the whole DNA and research thing with like two separate buildings. Like you have to use the one building to go out and find your dig team has to go out and get you the DNA. Then the fossil building did the got the fossils out. So there's a lot of time-based things. I'm like, okay, so I would start off 3 or 4 fossil things.
Well, you can have like multiple fossil teams that go and dig out at the same time. So what I would do is have one coming back and then send the next one out and just keep having them rotating. So I'm always having dig teams going out to get shit. And then what's really cool is that once you get enough like fossils or enough DNA of dinosaurs, you can unlock this thing in the DNA room where you make the dinosaurs, where you can splice the genes together. Like you can splice like a fucking T-Rex with like a raptor and see what that makes. Or you can be like, I want to make a raptor with a fucking, a herbivore fucking dinosaur. See what this does. And then you fucking mix them together and it's like, this created this new fucking weird looking dinosaur. Or you can add them like, you can start learning better traits. So you can like learn how to like make a dinosaur, like teach them like splice their DNA so they can camouflage with their environment no matter where you put them. Like they're kind of like invisible or whatever. Or you can make it more aggressive or less aggressive or more smart. So it's kind of like how, how in the movies, like the new movies or whatever, all the dinosaurs are like really fucking smart because of genetic modifications or whatever. It's pretty much what happens in this game. Yeah,
I kind of played with it again. I just did the tutorial part of it and just trying to get my feet wet on it, but I think it's gonna be fun. I kind of enjoyed the I can't remember what they were called, but basically they took care of like your animals when they were sick, or like they would have you like take a photo. The Ranger team, yeah.
Ranger team, yeah.
I thought it was kind of neat. That's kind of neat how you could like. I inadvertently the first time was driving it, and so you drive up to where your dinosaur's at, and the gate opens up like in the movie, and you drive through, and you drive right up on it. And I thought I had to do like all the work myself because the mission was literally just to get a picture. Of a dinosaur drinking water. So I'm like just following it around, and it's not drinking any water. I'm like, come on, is this game really going to make me do this this time? But then I figured out later on that you can like kind of automate the process if you like just put them to work, and they'll kind of do it on their own. Because I figured that out once they started getting sick. I think one got sick, and you had to vaccinate them.
Cold. Yeah.
Sometimes they get like crazy diseases. Sometimes they get like shit that's like uncurable. So you just have to kill them. Like, there's no other way. There's no way around it.
It's just euthanize. Is that an option?
I think you just kill them or sell them, or you could you tranquilize them and then you sell them. But you have to do it like right away before everyone else gets sick, because that thing spreads and your whole park loses money because you're fucking not making any money because you don't have any dinosaurs in the park, so there's nobody visiting and your costs are too high. I got pretty far on the Xbox version of that game, dude. Like, I got to the point where like my island was fucking huge, and I had like almost all the main things unlocked, where like you had the little stupid gyro balls or whatever that people drive inside the fucking cage. Like, I had like those set up inside like where the fucking T-Rex was and where the raptors were. I had those set up. I had like a huge hotel set up, all kinds of like crazy procedures and safety precautions for fucking crazy shit.
I remember you saying back when you were talking about before that like there'd be like a kind of like an enemy group or whatever. It would cause kind of havoc in your park and would let dinosaurs out. Yeah. Do you will you see them running around on the map, or does it just give you like a warning, or do you see them like attacking the little? Because I've seen when you drove the Jeep, you could like almost run over pedestrians and they kind of jump out of the way and be like, wow, like they do in like Grand Theft Auto or something, where they kind of jump out of the way and they put their hands up and they kind of yell at you,
Yeah.
But I didn't know, like, if the dinosaurs got out, if you can see them running around attacking people, or just seeing them running around.
No, you see them eat people.
Oh, nice. Can you be like the ranger and like try to hunt them down in the vehicle?
Yeah. You actually, it's not the ranger team that hunts them down. It's the security team that.
Isn't that the same thing?
ACH.
Or you can add a team, right? You can add a team to the ranger station.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a security team that you have to add to the ranger station, and you can add more than. You have to have more than one building to have multiple helicopters. But there was like a point in time where I had like 2 helicopters, so I had 2 security teams. Actually, I had 3 of them. But like something happened in my park where somebody hacked something or something. Somebody was trying to steal like DNA information from my base or something. So they like hacked the security system to like log in or steal shit. And it's like, hey, everything's down. All the security gates are open, and like, yeah, good luck.
That's so, all your dinosaurs are loose.
Scenario.
Yeah, like all the gates are open now, and like all of a sudden, because you could like, you can like zoom out and see the gates or the fences, and you can see where the doors are, and you can see like what's electrified and what isn't. Well, now like the dinosaurs right away, they noticed that the gates were open, so like they all fucking started running out. So I had to like sound the alarm or whatever to like fucking, hey, sound the alarm for everyone to evacuate. So everyone's trying to evacuate. And the fucking T-Rex got out, dude, and that thing was eating like everything. I was like, fuck it, I'm eating everything. Because like my security team, because I told my security team to focus on like the T-Rex and focus on like the raptors because they're really fast. So they're trying to take out all the little dinosaurs and they're trying to put them back in their cages. But like I only had 3 helicopters, dude. By the time I got to like the T-Rex, that fucker had 10 people or something. He was eating everything. And it's funny sometimes because you know how like in the Rangers, like you said, you can be the ranger and you can be shooting. Well, in the helicopter, you can also be the guy flying the helicopter or the guy that's inside the helicopter with the gun. And you're sitting there and you're flying and like you'll be flying and you'll be looking at the T-Rex and that fucker has like somebody cornered and the person will be like all scared like, oh, leave me alone. But the T-Rex kind of just like looking at them and then he's like looking at them and then he'll just like kind of get close to them, then kind of back up, kind of get close to them, kind of back up. And then he'll just fucking eat them. He kind of plays with this food. It's fucking funny, though, but it's crazy, like, seeing all that stuff happen. But, yeah, you don't want that to happen in your parks because as soon as an attack like that happens and a lot of people die, you lose a lot of money because people don't want to come to your park anymore. Like, it's not safe enough, so you got to, like, kind of, like, keep it safe for a long time after that to, like, get the confidence of people to come back to the park. And
that's probably understandable.
In there.
Yeah. You also get lawsuits and all kinds of shit that happens, too. You lose a lot of money. Always happens.
That was one of the first things I did was put in a emergency shelter.
Oh, yeah. I had a bunch of those, too. But like I said, it's still, like, it takes a while for people to get out of there. You know what I mean? Like, it takes them a bit. Cause, you know,
that's a big park you got to run across.
Yeah,
I would think grandma and
right
2-year-old eating ice cream.
Little kids are not going to jump up and, you know, run right to the shelter. Like, people are probably like, what the fuck's going on at
Run
first?
the mile, you know? Yeah.
The one thing that I want to unlock in that game that I never got to unlock was the flying dinosaurs, like the pterodactyls. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Those would be cool to unlock. 'Cause I wonder, like, you have to make a special, like, cage for them or something. You know what I mean? Since they can fly. Yeah.
Right. Have you? I seen when I did buy it. I didn't buy it, but they have DLC for it. Have you played any of the DLC?
See, I owned it all on the Xbox. I just never played it.
Yeah, I remember you saying you buy the premium edition and you just don't play the DLC. Assassin's Creed comes to mind.
Yep. Same thing with that. I just don't play them. So yeah, is the one with the DLC version on sale, or is the DLC on sale?
Yeah. The DLC is also on sale. Let me look here real quick. I can tell you in like 1 second.
It's the scientist female lead. Chris,
is that what it is?
Chris's girlfriend.
Is it just add like a new person to the game, or does it add like new abilities or new things to do? Because if it's just a skin, I'm like, oh, now the scientist looks like a hot chick. It's like, well, I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't care about that.
You know, not to derail Jesus, but you know who did that was Surviving Mars.
What,
they did that shit with their DLC. They added skins.
That's it?
Yeah, and then I was like, what the fuck? They just added skins and colors. I was like, oh, man, it's a ripoff for... Yeah.
So the DLC, they have they have 3 dinosaur packs. They have a carnivore pack. They have a deluxe dinosaur pack. And then just like another dinosaur pack. And then they have the Secrets of Dr. Wu. And then another, like a Sanctuary pack. So, but if you can buy the premium edition right now on sale. It's 53% off for $37. And then you can buy the deluxe edition for $17 right now. And then the standard is $13.49.
Huh.
I didn't know if you thought it'd be worth like adding any of those to it or not. If they automatically just put those in the game right away, or if it was something you had to like play. So I didn't know.
It's probably something you have to unlock, but they give you the option to unlock special dinosaurs or whatever. I don't know if I'll be interested in that. The best game seems to be enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And another really cool thing, and this is kind of a unique thing, but I did share a picture on our Discord. Is I have like my secondary monitor is an ultra wide, and any top-down city builder type game just looks absolutely amazing on an ultra wide. Like that is just for me like it's like the best genre game to play on an ultra wide. Like you can feel like you can just see so much more, and it looks great.
Yeah, I just never. You know what? I think Mayo for me because I never got to experience an ultra wide in person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of that when I was doing I kept sending you pictures of, I want this monitor, I want that monitor. You know, this one's got good reviews.
Right.
It was stuff like that where, you know, you can't see it on YouTube unless you're actually there in person.
Yeah, and I can post like pictures. You know, I think I did it with Division 2. Posted pictures of how much extra you get to see. You probably get a couple inches on each side of your screen, but it almost feels weird because you lose some of your height. But for a city builder, you just feel like you can see so much more map, and it's kind of really nice looking.
Are you trying to tell me because I'm a City Skylines guy that you know that's what I play mostly?
Like it. Yeah, I think you would like it.
I probably would. I know I saw one recently where, and then I just kind of sat there and me and my son were just staring at it for like 5 minutes, just trying to figure it out. Not whether we were going to purchase it or not, but not used to seeing an ultra wide.
The biggest thing with the ultra wides, I would have to say though, is that you almost want to get a 1440p one because they make 1080p ones, and I just really don't think they look that great for some reason in an ultra wide. It's almost like having like what I feel like a 70-inch TV at 1080p when you could get like a little bit smaller one at 1440 or 4K, and it just looks that much crisper. For some reason, just a 1080p ultra wides, I don't think they look that great. But you can pick them up for like in the $200 range anymore. So I mean, if you want the experience, you can play at 1080p. You could do it for like $250 probably.
I would never settle for anything less than 1440p.
Yeah, it kind of spoils you.
Now that I've got one, it's like, I'm not going to downgrade. No way.
Yeah, it definitely spoils you.
Yeah. But that was what I was trying to tell Dave Snyder was, well, I didn't tell him, but I felt like going, man, he should have got that 1440p instead of sticking with the 1080. But hey, he has a budget.
Yeah, I mean, we all have budgets, so...
Did Snyder get a PC? Is that what I'm hearing?
He got the laptop.
He did?
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait, he did? Motherfucker. He got the laptop? Son of a bitch. I'm going to message him right now.
Yeah, I would have gone back through chat, but I was working, so...
Okay.
Well, we'll have to get them added on Steam and all that kind of fun stuff, but
hey,
yeah, so good.
No, I was going to say, I mean, since we're talking about it, I also played this as well, and the only reason I never played Jurassic Park Evolution before, and I love my city builders and games in this same genre, but it had that like mediocre reviews, and I thought maybe it's not that good. I didn't want to pay, it was still around that $60 mark, or it was just too expensive. And but now that it's on the Mayo Pass, I'm like, I have to try this game out. And I'm already like hooked on this game. Like
nice.
Like 40 minutes in, I'm like, couldn't stop playing.
It's super fun, dude. And like I said, it's kind of fun to cause chaos in your own park sometimes. Like maybe like agitate the dinosaurs a little bit, see what they see how far you can push them. You know what I mean? Because I would do that sometimes. I would have a bunch of like raptors in a cage, right? And then I would be like, what if I add like a T-Rex to this thing? And what if I had like a big like herbivore dinosaur to this thing? And what if I had like a bunch of little ones? Like, you just have them all crowded, and the thing is like, it shows you their stress level. and how many dinosaurs
and their health.
Yeah, and their health, and like how many dinosaurs are usually like to be around. And like a T-Rex is cool by himself, but if you put a bunch of dinosaurs in there with it, the fucker goes crazy. So I had like a T-Rex and a bunch of raptors and shit in there, and like it was awesome because they were just fighting all the time, and like he was killing all the other dinosaurs and like trying to escape and shit, and like everyone loved to see that. So I would get lots of visitors.
Yeah, I was saying to get you more visitors in the game.
Yeah, you get tons more visitors because everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, I want to see dinosaurs fight."
You know what I did? Where I just left off was I put a viewing booth.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Like a viewing
those
stadium?
Glass windows.
Yeah. So and then you can actually go in there and say like what do the people see? So then you can kind of look out to make sure you got the right view.
You got the right view. Yeah. So you always want to put like your feeding stations near in front of those windows so like they can feed in front of the people. You know what I mean? People love to see that shit. If you're gonna put like live animals in like the cages or whatever, put like live goats. Put them like right there in front of the windows, so you can see like the T-Rex walk up and like eat the fucking goat.
Do like the live animals like run around, or are they pretty much like locked to an area? And
no, like because you can set like how frequent the feeder feeds. You can set.
Oh, it's like 10 minutes for me. It was a default.
Okay.
Well, you can change it to be like super fast. To be like every 5 minutes you put fucking food out there. Or, like,
okay, I didn't see that option yet.
And you can like make it go faster or slower to like I said, you agitate the dinosaurs. so you can make it go really fast. Or like there was a point in time where I had like 4 goat feeders for all the raptors, and they were just fucking goats running around, and they would just hunt the goats like randomly, because the goats would just run around the map, and they would fucking just go after the goats and hunt them down and hide and shit. And like some dinosaurs are pretty like I said, once you get them to the point where like you can change their skins and make them like really adaptable to their environments. Like, some of them, you can't even tell they're in their cages. Like, there was a few times where, like, I couldn't find the T-Rex. I'm like, where the fuck is the T-Rex? This thing is supposed to be in the cage. Where is it? And I would have to like zoom out and like look at the map and like, because you know the map will show you like where the dinosaurs are, and they would like show me like, oh, the T-Rex is hiding in like these trees over here, and I would like zoom in and like you could barely see that thing in the trees. So like I would add another viewing booth. Like I would add another viewing booth, not like the actual like one on the ground, but like the ones that go up like the towers. I would add one of those near the tree line so people can look out into the trees and see if they can spot the T-Rex. Cool shit like that, man. You gotta make it part cool, Gunny.
I will. I'm gonna build it up real nice.
In the tutorial, they mentioned something about like making it so you can see the dinosaurs. So like right away, the little default park area where my dinosaurs was at, I found the little terrain editor. And so like I started getting rid of a bunch of trees, and stuff, and making little spots, and I put the feeders by the edge of the fencing and stuff, so and people can see it easier.
Make sure your dinosaurs have water. Make sure they have like a little lake or something where they can drink water. Because if they don't have water, they're going to die. They're going to dehydrate and die. So you got to make sure they have water. And like another cool thing you can do to have people view dinosaurs is to like have a walking path that goes through the dinosaurs. Sounds kind of weird, but like kind of like split up the fencing or like make it go above or underneath where like they can walk through and like they can see the dinosaurs through the fences. You know what I mean? And have like a walking path through there. Sounds a little dangerous because it could be a little dangerous. I've had raptors break through that and try to eat people, but I mean, overall, it works out pretty good.
But it gets worth the extra money. You get the experience of walking through and seeing the dinosaurs for sand.
Yeah, you get to maybe get eaten. If an accident happens, it's okay. It's just a risk.
I'm going to edit my fence then and just,
Yeah, Gunny.
You can walk up and pet the T-Rexes.
No, the T-Rex, the closest you can get to that thing is possibly like either have a walking path that goes through there or have like the little gyro balls, the little hamster ball things. When you unlock those, have those go through the T-Rex enclosure. And the T-Rex is usually pretty good about not attacking those. Usually. Kind of
hitting it with his tail, bouncing around like a pinball.
Sometimes he hits them, but not a lot. They're like kind of unbreakable. Like you just drive through. They'll be fine. They'll be fine, Gunny. You'll be fine. Yeah.
It'd be like a hamster and a hamster ball, like when you hit it and it goes rolling really fast.
If that shit really existed in real life, you couldn't pay me to get into one of those things to get near a dinosaur like that, dude. No fucking way.
I'd be afraid like the brontosaurus or whatever, that thing would just step on it. Crunch.
Yeah, it's uncrushable. Bury me in the ground. Yeah, bullshit, this thing is uncrushable. This thing is probably, no way. I wouldn't trust it. It's all glass.
It'd be my luck one would sit on us.
Yeah, it's just like
wanted to kick me in the ocean,
just stuck there.
Like the movie.
Looking at a big old dinosaur butt for an hour.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that game was good, man. I would recommend it for people that are looking to cool strategy game.
I guess my last question on it, my buddy Cadillac, who was on the show a little while back, he picked this up also, and he was kind of asking me some questions on it, and he said he's kind of running out of money already. I haven't had that issue, but is money easy to come by, or is it?
Money is kind of easy to come by, but like I said, you have to get the big dinosaurs in there. Because some people just don't like seeing, like, herbivores, dude. And that's kind of like all you have at first is, like, the stupid little plant-eating dinosaurs that just eat plants. Like, have some cool shit in there, like, that make them fight each other or something. You know what I mean? You gotta have, experiences for the people to enjoy. On top of that, like, I would suggest not putting a whole bunch of, like, at first, don't put a whole bunch of, like shops. Don't put a bunch of those inside your park. They're just a waste of money. Or, like, don't waste your money on a hotel. Like where, like if all you have is like a few cages with like herbivores or whatever, like people fucking plant eating fucking dinosaurs, don't open up a hotel because the hotel costs like $750,000. Like
it's expensive.
It's a lot of money, dude. Like that's almost $1 million that you're gonna spend on a hotel when no one's gonna be staying in it because no one wants to stay in a hotel where all you're gonna see is 2 little cages with dinosaurs in it. You gotta have like at least 5 cages with like big dinosaurs in them, and people like want to stay there and spend money on your park.
And how many cages can you like have? Like how many exhibits will you basically? I know when I started like in the tutorial, they were pretty much all together, so you can kind of design it yourself basically. Then in the fencing, rip down fucking cages. Like there was a point in time where I had like the raptors
and then I put like a fence, and then like I double fenced it, where like I had like 4 fences in between, and then right on the other side I had like all the plant-eating dinosaurs, and like the raptors were always trying to break through the fences, but like that's the reason I put 4 fences there, because if they broke through the one fence, it would tell me like, hey, your fence is broken. Now I would be able to like send out a security team to like repair the fence, tranquilize the dinosaur, and put him back in his cage. You know, like that's the reason you have the 4 fences. Or you always got to plan ahead. The stupid dinosaurs are really smart. They're not stupid, I guess, because they're really smart, but they're really smart when they can like learn how to break out of fences. So you got to electrify them and make them really tough so they don't break out of them, or double fence it like I did. Double fence that shit, son.
Yeah. Like they are billions. Double fence it.
A double fence.
Gunny, since you're like these building simulators and stuff, I have like an OCD where everything has to be like lined up in straight rows and nice and neat. Do you play your games like that way, your city builders, or are you kind of wild with it?
I do like it, things like straight. But the one thing that I don't do, like you'll see other streamers or YouTube videos, is where, like where you can bring out a road and it's 50.3 meters up, and I mean that I don't do. But I will make sure like the roads are straight or they're curved correctly, or fences. I don't have anything going too wild, or that looks impossible. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm all about straight and.
I don't give a shit. I'm all about putting as many dinosaurs as I can in the park. So if I need to build the T-Rex enclosure right next to the hotel, I'm doing it. Fuck the safety of the people.
You're hired.
I feel like for me, it's like my little OCD kicks in, and I feel like everything has to be organized so I can find it easily. So like, all right, even like let's say like a game like Stardew Valley, like all the crops have to be here. This kind of crop has to be there. That kind of crop has to be there. This kind of crop has to be over here. Everything has to be in straight rows. I'm just kind of curious if you're building.
The only important thing that I would say in the whole part that you absolutely need is a security team and enough escape shelters, like big enough ones where like it could fit enough people in your area that you put it in. You know what I mean? Like have enough shelters that people can run to, and have them close enough where people are going to be. So like if there's a hotel right there, make sure there's an escape shelter like pretty close to the hotel. If there's a whole bunch of shops in a certain area, make sure there's a shelter near those shops. Because shit goes down in a second, dude. In a second a storm hits and your power is out and everything goes down, and like the dinosaurs know the fences are no longer electrified, so they just break through the fences, and it goes pretty bad pretty quick.
So yeah, and I can imagine only having the one enclosure, right now at the beginning of the game. So
yeah,
and I've got 6 dinosaurs in there. There goes all my tourists.
Add more.
All my visitors.
Yeah, they're gonna eat everything, eat everybody. Anyways,
cool. Yeah, and then the last one, kind of the same theme of things was I played a little bit of They Are Billions expansion, not expansion, but they added some DLC to it, and so it now puts a campaign in the game. And so I haven't played the game for a while, but I was curious what the campaign would be like, and pretty much all the campaign is, from my quick impression of it, is like you have your main city and they want you to start little settlements off the city. So your first mission is to make this town grow to a certain amount of people, a certain amount of size, and be able to sustain itself, and defeat all pretty much the zombies that are around, kind of clear the land. I just kind of have a feeling the game is going to do a lot of little missions like that, where it's like basically you have this big city beside you, and your city's kind of connected to it with a road from a distance away, and you kind of start early on from scratch, and you just kind of build it up to a certain size, and then you leave it and go do another one. That's kind of the feeling it gives me.
Huh.
And the one thing I haven't played this game in probably over a year. I don't own it, but I saw a train running through there now.
Yeah, I did have a.
So is that automatic? The tracks run through there for supplies?
Yeah, on mine, like I said, I just did the first town, and it automatically had a train connected to that main town, and they would bring like supplies and stuff, or I think passengers would come in, and basically you could get people or lose people in your town that way, I believe. I'm not completely positive, but it would come and it would say like, new. I can't remember if it was tourists or if it was like new civilians or something that in your town.
You probably got to grow the community, so.
Yeah. But like I said, I didn't really play a whole lot of it.
Yeah, not the best looking game. It's just got that RNG tint that gives it that old school isometrical look. But
yeah. It will be a fun. I think for the Xbox, it will be a fun little city builder kind of game for the Xbox because I don't really think there's a whole lot of city builders on the Xbox. You got
besides
like the Halo
Railway
series.
Empire and City Skylines, there's not many at all.
So it might be a welcome addition to the Xbox world, at least, with that coming out really soon.
Yeah, that comes out here very, very soon, actually. Yeah, I got an email from them. They're like, hey, we're coming out on the consoles, yay! And they're actually coming out with the DLC, too, I think, for the consoles. They come out.
Yeah, they're probably...
Like, the launch is with the DLC version of the game. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I think it might be considered like 1.0, actually.
Yeah.
Where the version we had before was just a beta. Or early access.
Yeah, I played real early on. It first came out. Within the first month.
But yeah, that's it for me. What about you, Gunny?
Hey, I played some of that Duck Season PC.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I almost want to call it Duck Hunt, Duck Season PC. And so I did two playthroughs on it.
Did you, Gunny? Did you like it?
It's only what, 30 minutes tops if you just kind of go through it really quick.
Yeah.
And so I can tell you, I got the jump scare when, with the dog. Yeah. That thing scared the hell out of me that when it was all dark and, and there's the video camera.
Oh, and you look to the right and he's...
And I'm like, well, I'm looking at the TV at first. Yeah, and I'm not one for... And I'm like, why do I keep seeing myself? And as soon as I look to the right, like, I squealed. I was like, the dog's got the camera on me. But, because the actual duck hunting part of it, it's pretty simple.
Right.
You just play uneasy, shoot 2 ducks, then you reload and shoot some more, shoot some fat ducks, shit like that. But it keeps coming back out, into your living room, and you can read the magazines, like you said.
Yeah, I never picked the magazines up, actually. So I want to get back into it again here really soon and try to read the magazines. I think I've done all the VHS tapes and played the games. But I didn't do anything with the magazines.
I feel like the second time I found a few extra VHS, because that's that I didn't see at first. But I think let's see, there's like the one that I do like is the shotgun tutorial, like the first one.
Yeah,
right? I think Jesus likes that one too. It's real. This is how you just load this sucker right in here in the bottom, and
he shoots the shotgun behind his back.
Yeah, he's got that big smile on his face. Hey, but then there was this one, Mayo. There was this one that I did today, and maybe if you've done it, it's got the kid in there, the blonde kid, and it's something like, I don't get it. It there's no T in Iowa or something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It was Kazoo or something.
The Kazoo Kids is really funny.
Kazoo Kids, and I was like, what the fuck is what? Right. I don't understand the point. I did not understand the point of like that whole video.
You're too old, Gunny. It's Kazoo Kid.
Is that what it is?
It's Kazoo Kid. Woo!
I think it was just so out there. Was the point? Is like
it was out there.
Out of nowhere, it's like this little song that breaks out about a kazoo, and like Jesus said, it's a totally '90s vibe to it, though. I mean, early '90s, not
Kazoo
vibe.
Kid. Woo! Everyone knows who Kazoo Kid is. He's a little kid that's a meme that's like, hey, who are you? Or, hey, friend, who are you? He's that little kid. And the memes, guys. He's a little meme kid. Little blonde kid.
Yeah. And I was just like, after that, and I'm like, I need to go rewatch that because I didn't, it was just meaningless, to me.
It was funny. It was funny, Gunny. It was funny. You're supposed to laugh.
It is funny. I was throwing pizza and, picking up frickin'
I think
grilled cheese sandwiches and throwing them at my mom in the back. She was out there making dinner.
You get an achievement for throwing stuff at her.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to throw as many things as I could, like plates and forks.
The achievement is called, hey, I'm over here. But you have to hit her with it. Because I think I threw, a fucking banana at the back of her head and I could hit her. And then it was like, you got an achievement. Hey, I'm over here. Or something like that is what it's called.
I think I threw the baseball bat at her when I found it, and the one part of it is laying on the ground.
Violent.
I know.
I'm only throwing knives and forks, and you're over there throwing bats.
She like locks me in the living room. I can't even get around them dumb couches or nothing. You know?
You can't leave that area.
I'm like trapped with this evil dog to come and devour me.
I mean, overall, I like the mechanics of the shooting, and the dog's funny, and I like when he does that bit where like you feel like you're at the baseball game. He's the mascot, and he's like rolling his arms around and like kind of doing this pointing motion of, it's going to be down here, like the next one or something. Mm-hmm. So you kind of know, like, okay, the duck's going to enter from the right side first, but they can come from anywhere.
This really makes me want VR. Like, I really feel like this would be such a fun experience.
This is definitely a VR game. Yeah. But, I'd like to be able to, like, maybe go out in the backyard, as well. Like, maybe that'd be a future update if they could. You add it to VR. And actually, you can jump. Like, what's the point of jumping if you can't leave? Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, you can
I was like,
jump.
wait a minute. Why can't I jump? Yeah.
You can jump on top of the couches and shit.
Oh, I didn't know I can get up there. I tried.
Yeah.
Thought maybe I was too young and too short. I couldn't jump on the couch.
Yeah, I
could throw the pillows.
The game is so good, man. I had a blast playing it. It's a little like hidden gem that I didn't know nothing about until I played it.
Yeah, there's another nod as well. Oh, matter of fact, it's called, what is it? The Gmod nod or something like that. Right? It's literally, that's what it is. Like this doctor like pulls out that Gmod handgun thing and makes a bathtub and puts rockets on it and takes off.
Oh, that little video, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Need for Speed one I watched today.
Yeah, the toy cars, like the whole RC cars. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
This game has support for the new Vive Index. I seen that today because they had the Vive Index advertised now on the Steam sale. So, and it listed as recently updated for the Vive Index. And for you that don't know what that is like the new Vive Index is supposed to have like these new controllers that have like 80 some sensors in the fingers. So you're going to have individual finger movement for your VR. So it's like basically it's like a pro camera or the pro headset, which is I think it's 1440p, and it has like, I think it can do up to 120 FPS, which will give you a little bit smoother thing since it's so close to your eyes. You need that smoothness. But the big draw is supposed to be is you have total control over each finger, so you can pick things up and interact with stuff better. And they have, I think, a list of maybe like 15 games on there already that have support for it. So hopefully that comes out like really soon. But you can just do a pre-order right now, and I think it's $1,000 if you do the whole kit, and you can get just the controllers. If you already have a Vive, you can get the controller for I think $229, I believe, or $269 or something like that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Throw some more money at that.
Yeah.
But hey guys, I would say the only disappointing thing about it was the first one. I know I messaged you guys earlier that I got the Final Fiesta ending.
I was confused by that. It's not Fiesta. Final Fantasy.
That's the disc that you pick up, and you can play Final Fiesta, and you're Pedro. There's Pedro there on the mountain, and there's Hombre, and then there's somebody else. Right? It's probably just Mexican. There's like three of them, the three Musketeers, and they just roll into town at the end of the game, and the credits roll. Okay, and then this like Fiesta party, and there's confetti.
That's the ending.
And I thought, okay, huh?
That's the ending you got.
So that's the ending I got, and then today I played through it and got the same exact ending.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, I was hoping for a different kind of ending.
That's not the ending I got at all.
Yeah, Jesus got the same ending I did the first time playing through.
Yeah, I was hoping for a different one the next time.
Have you shot the dog yet? Like in the game?
No, but check it out. So, okay, and then Mom comes out and she goes, "It's bedtime," right? And I think this is before you sneak down to the living room to play again. And she goes, "No, it was at the very, very, very end." And she goes, "You know what? That game was cool, but I would have shot that dog." Your mom said that, and I was like, funny. Was I supposed to shoot the dog?
Yeah, and it's actually an achievement. Like I did that right away in the game because for some reason it was like just instinct. The first thing I want to do is shoot the dog, and then he does this little no kind of thing. And you shoot him, and then it gives you a little achievement for it. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the ending that we got, Jesus, but I think it might.
Yeah, I shot the dog, and then she ended up murdering my mother. Murder.
What?
Yeah, I had the same
See,
thing
now
happen.
I'm gonna fucking shoot that.
Fucking murder,
dog.
like slaughter, like fucking blood everywhere.
Yeah, on the cabinets, on the floor, on the table.
The fridge,
you guys are horseshit,
and everything. No, it's everywhere. I was like, I was sad at the end of that game. I was like, holy shit. And then I got the second ending, which was with Mayo helping me go through, and that ending was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah.
I wonder.
All right. I gotta play. I'm gonna keep playing it, guys.
I wonder in our ending, Jesus. I had the same one you did, but there at the very end, there's like a katana little sword laying there, and I don't know if it is like a toy sword or not, and because the dog kills me, and I was wondering if I had that little sword in hand besides the flashlight, if it would make a difference.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Something I'll have to play with and check it out.
Crazy. I gotta play this. I gotta keep playing this crazy game. Can't wait.
Yeah, all sorts of endings.
Sweet, yeah. Yeah, like McBout said, there's like so many different endings to this. Let's see, what else I play? Borderlands 2 DLC. I started playing that this week. That's nice. The new free DLC. That is, what is that called? Lilith? Something around there. What is that called? What does she do? Because that's how it starts out when you meet her, and where I think she's there to fight for Sanctuary. And so you can start a new character. So I think what happened was I accidentally had a level 8 character and went into the new DLC. And I was like, wait, so maybe it asked me after to raise me up to level 30, because that's where all the enemies start at. So I got murdered right away. And then I realized, like, when I went back in again and chose the DLC, and I had to actually scroll down, and then there you can start level 30 for your necromancer or your commando or whatever it is you're playing, zero. So I just played commando. Started me off at level 30, and the enemies are still actually pretty hard. So if you're just playing this by yourself, I definitely recommend like playing with other people, which I did end up doing one night. So that was pretty. I ended up adding, I forgot his gamer tag, but he had to be on there so we can actually go through it. He's like, I'm not really too far behind you, the DLC. So
maybe we can get together some night here. We can play some. I think I have a higher level character.
I gotta get it on PC because I've had this on Xbox for so many years now.
Oh well, it's on sale really cheap. I just seen somebody pick it up, and you can get like 52 expansions or something with it. So it's cool. like a special bundle you can buy that gives you everything for it.
Let me. Matter of fact, I'm going to go in there right now and just add that in there. So, yeah, I'll add that to my wish list. So when I go and buy all these games that I'm going to spend my money on, but
I'm not sure if it's the game of the year for $20. Maybe that's the one.
Yeah, and that part of the DLC is free. So.
Yeah, so it's $20, and it gives you. Not coming up. But usually they give you a list of the DLC that comes with it, but.
Yeah, I know there's at least 3 large expansions for it.
It looks like that's the most expensive one, so I'm sure that's probably it.
But I'm not sure how long the campaign is. But there are like a few new enemies that they've added that I'm sure are going to be in Borderlands 3. There's a couple like giants that you fight, and there's some that are like these like blob type characters. So those are kind of cool looking. I've just been shooting them in the mouth, try to blow them up and pull out my turret and let it run. But yeah, not much fun just playing it by myself. But it's basically, and I like the texture pack and everything. All that stuff's free. Ultra HD.
There you go.
Yeah, that shit's fun, man. Playing that on there. But yeah. So more Borderlands 2, just kind of going through, and to me, they just feel like a lot of them are just like the side missions, but in the meantime, you're picking up recordings and you're hearing from, I can't remember his name is like General or commander something or rather, but he's coming on there saying he's going to kill you because, like, basically you take over this area because you leave, you know, or whenever you're on Pandora, and you take it back over.
It's been a long time for me since I played Borderlands 2, so I don't really remember.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to continue to play that one. And State of Decay 2. State of Decay, I kind of went back to that one a little bit. And whatever level I was in before, the like I couldn't find like any vehicles in the game. Like I had either collected them all. I only had like 4. And I was like, shit, like every time I kept running around or I lost a vehicle, I only lost it once. But I'm like, there's no fucking vehicles. Every billboard I would climb up, you know, and I would like scout out all the different areas. And normally you'd see like a vehicle that would show up. Like, hey, there's a van or a truck over here. But and then
sounds like a Blaze experience question. He could tell you everything at the end of the game.
So, but you know what I did? You know what I did, Blaze, if you're listening to this? I think I went to, where was I? I was in Cascade Hills, and then I called out on the radio for like a new location, which I've done before, but this time I actually did go into Drucker County. So then now it just kind of like starts you at a new starter house, and you know, like you get a clean, fresh map of all the places undiscovered, but you still get to retain like the people in your community, you know, your stats that you currently have. So that's exactly what I did. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I still had to go down and like build my infirmary and my workshop, things like that. So, but I still like kept all the points and everything I needed to build those things. So yeah, I'm kind of slowly but surely building up the community. I haven't decided like how many people I want to have in it, you know, what house to move in next. So there is all that freedom, but I haven't played any of the new DLC yet. So I will get to that eventually. And yeah, always a good game. I love those kind of games. But let's see, what else did I play? Anything else? I don't think I did. I think that was it this week, guys.
All right, Gunny. Let's move on to not community question, to news. News time. It's news time. Woo! Let's get some news real quick this week. Not a whole bunch of news, but I do have some PUBG news for all you PUBGers out there. For the PUBGers on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 systems, guys, there is a new update that has come out for PUBG. This update is now going to let you auto-equips attachments to your weapons. So there you go. You get fucking auto-equip.
About time.
Auto-equip your attachments. So if you run up and you got an M4 and you got a magazine on the ground, you want to buy it, you want to use it, you don't have to bullshit with the menus and trying to equip it. You just equip it. Which is a super awesome update, I think, myself. It's needed for a long time, and I'm surprised they barely put it in.
Yeah, I think, you know, we talked about this, like, maybe 2 episodes or maybe 3 ago when we were talking about Apex, that I really feel like this game needs us to kind of speed up a little bit. And on the consoles, the little bit I tried on my Xbox, it just felt like the menus, like, trying to equip everything on the gun was just really difficult and time-consuming.
Oh, yeah.
Like, after playing it on the PC first for, like, 400 hours, when I tried the console version, I just really did not like those menus, the way they did it, and this, I think, will help a lot.
Oh, yeah, and it's exciting. I mean, I think it's a big quality of life change for the people on the consoles, you know, to be able to do this and just, you know, play it, you know, and use your guns, whatever, right away. It's a big update for you people on their motherfucking consoles.
They keep saying now that, you know, they're trying to listen to the public a little more to get this game to grow.
Yeah, I should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, and it kind of goes with our other news we have there too that we can talk about in a little bit. But I actually got an email from I think like 2 days ago with a big questionnaire, and it took me, I kid you not, like 25 minutes to fill out this survey.
Really?
And they were asking all questions about basically like a competitive and ranked mode. and I guess they are considering it and wanted input of different people playing the game. And some of the questions were like, how do you want us to do the rank mode? Do you want it based off of kills? Do you want it based off of damage? Do you want it based off of placement? And they're kind of going that way with questions, like trying to get a feel for what like the community wants if they implement a rank system. And then they were asking questions like, if we did have a rank system, would you want map selection, and would you want it to be random, or would you want it to be where you could choose your map with a rank system so you could play like one map, like, and know it well.
Yeah.
And gun balance, and they were asking just all sorts of questions about that, just trying to get a feel for what the people like community would like to see in it.
I like that. I think that PUBG is definitely a game it's still a force to be reckoned with. People think like, oh no, PUBG is dead, but you realize that like most people in China play PUBG over Fortnite. Mm-hmm. And China is a huge fucking gaming market. It's the biggest gaming market. I would assume in terms of people, they're probably the biggest gaming market. And as far as money, they're probably still bigger than the U.S. in gaming. I don't know. The U.S. spends a lot of money on video games. We just spend a lot of money on dumb shit. But there's still a big market in the gaming thing, in the gaming world. And I think that PUBG is definitely listening to them as well and what they want. And the game's going to be around for a long time, if not forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, to talk about PUBG again, moving on here to the PC side of things. PC side got another patch. So patch number 30, that's what it's called, patch 30, includes a host of new features and is out now. This is going to add a new Deagle handgun, that's the Desert Eagle handgun, which can take out a level 3 helmet with 2 well-placed shots. Bang, bang, son, you done?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here. You also
Headshot.
got a new
no scope.
You got a new flare gun. This can now call down a BRDM-2 that is an armored amphibious assault vehicle that is going to replace the up-armored UAS. And it has considerably better survivability, and you can call it down at... I don't know how you get these flare guns. I imagine you get them in the crates or something.
They're random, actually. You can find them randomly.
You just find them on the ground? Oh, dope.
Yeah, and they're pretty rare, but yeah, you find it, and basically you can choose when to use it. And if I remember right, depending if you're in the circle or outside the circle. So if you are like in the blue zone and you're trying to catch up and get back on the good side of it, you can fire a flare gun, and it will, I think, give you just a vehicle, I think.
Yeah.
And then it gives you a different kind of drop if you're in the circle already.
This is an armored vehicle, though. It sounds like a fucking pretty badass car to me.
Yeah.
And it's amphibious. That means you could drive this thing right into the fucking water if you need to. Like, boom, driving into the water. Fuck you guys. Woo.
You can get across the river without getting shot.
Yeah. Save that bridge. Trying to cross that bridge.
I'd be fucking right in the circle with this car the whole match. And I'm never getting out of this thing. I'm going to run over everyone in the last circle. Oh, wait, do they still have it where in the last circle the car's disabled?
I don't know.
I know they had that a while back where, like, because everyone on the Xbox would just get on the cars and drive in the last circle. Literally, everyone on Xbox, when the game first came out, it would be like 5 cars in the last circle.
We'd just be driving around honking at each other.
Yeah, everyone would be driving around honking at each other till one of them blew up. It's just what it was. I mean, because the game was so rough that, like, people were like, fuck it, it's easier to drive a car in circles and run people over than it is to, like, try to kill people with a gun. So people would just run people over. And then I think PUBG ended up disabling the cars in the last circle. Like, fuck it, if you get in the last circle with the car, your car just turns off. And now you're just a sitting duck.
Yeah, you better get out.
Anyways, besides the new armored vehicle and the new Desert Eagle handgun, the biggest game-changing addition to patch 30 is the new radio system. This is going to pull up a radio wheel. So it's a radio with a radial wheel. Did I say that right? R-A-D-I-L. Radio. And radial.
Radio, yep.
Radio and radio. Radio and then R-A-D-I-L. This is so weird to have this written like that. It's the radio system with the radio wheel This has standard messages. It's like, I need healing. Sorry, there's an enemy over there. Let's go left or whatever. Like it has like it's like the Apex system.
Like a ping system, right?
Mm-hmm. You can send this over to your teammates using the middle mouse button or F3. You can also use it as a context-sensitive ping for enemies, items, or directions that you want to head in. So if you see an enemy, you can tag them. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, the guy's over here. I see him. And that's super helpful with people that don't have mics. I use it in Apex all the time.
PUBG's actually had something like this for a long time. They actually have a little a thing before that was implemented. I can't remember if it was, you had to hit shift, and I think you like right-clicked, and it would put a color indicator up on the compass of everybody's on your squad's map. So like they could see, like, if you seen a team to the east, instead of you trying to say over to the east, if you're facing that direction, wherever your cursor's at, you would hit shift and I think it was like left click or right click, I can't remember. It would mark that, and they could get a general idea where the enemy was at, but it wouldn't give away exactly. So you kind of like, okay, they're this direction, and I think they kind of wanted to add just a little more to it.
Dude, that new car looks so fucking cool. I'm looking at the patch notes right now. Like, that new car looks so fucking cool. It looks like an army car. Like, just a big-ass armored car. Anyways, they've also added the new ledge grab, people. Yeah, that's right. I've actually seen videos of that. That looks pretty cool. You can actually jump off a rooftop and grab onto the ledge of the building next to you and get on that rooftop and just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over.
That was pretty cool. I was watching that, just jumping.
Some little parkour action.
You can activate the ledge grab by either jumping or vaulting with the spacebar, and then continue to press the spacebar, or by pressing the spacebar at the right timing in midair, heading towards the target location. Just here, what else did they add? They've added
explosive gas cans.
Explosive gas cans. That's right. Yep. The strategic elements as a gas can. It can now be used as a trap. It says that as soon as the gas can explodes, it will damage all players in this radius around this location. It says here, keep in mind that you can hurt both yourself and your teammates if you stand too close to the explosion, so be very careful. So it says here how to use it. You drop the gas can on the ground and damage it with bullets or throwables, which will cause it to explode and deal damage to those close by. Huh.
Now we're going to start seeing a random gas can in the middle of a room by a window.
Also, gas cans are going to be displayed individually in your inventory now. So, you cannot drop multiple. If you drop multiple gas cans, they say it does not multiply the damage. So, there you go. Of course, the radio ping system lets you spot enemies. Certain items need backup. Sorry, negative, affirmative, thank you. Need med, need ammo, enemy spotted. All that shit's there. Kill distance has been added to the game as well. So when you get headshotted by somebody, it'll tell you like the distance and what kind of weapon they were using. What else? They've added some new survival supply system. I don't know what the fuck that means. Some bullshit ass thing. New skins, new items, new weapon mastery. For every 10 levels, you get a new tier emblem animation that will display showing your tier progression with a certain weapon. You can get a charm for your weapon. All that good stuff. There's bonus
Charms
weapon
cool.
XP. Yeah, that's right. Gunny, build a little charm on your shit. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I want those on my rifles.
It says here, they've added performance updates, Gunny. The buildings at short distance can now load up to 30 to 40% faster through optimization of level streaming that's rendering. Material data structure has been optimized. Streaming priority has been optimized through estimating the player's movements, routes, and blah, blah, blah. Furniture rendering, better that, blah, blah, blah. Level of detail has been optimized. And reduce delays, which can occur when opening crates in the store. Yeah. That's right. They've also added new custom modes, Gunny. New custom modes. You can actually now play with the 2019 global rules for esports. So
I'm going esports.
Esports rules. You put the esports rules on, and it'll just default to the rules, and you guys can play with your friends with the rules on.
Let's do it, Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there.
feel like we need to check this out sometime soon here just to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bug fixes. Like, this is a long fucking list. There's just a bunch of random little shit that's been fucking with people, I guess, that they just got fixed. Sounds like a pretty hefty update. And then, of course, they got the update list for, like, the PS4, Xbox update number 8, PS4 update number 5. They've added new weapon mastery to that as well. Pretty much a lot of the things that the PC got, they got to. I don't know if they got ledge grabbing, though. They didn't, right?
I don't know.
No.
Always first on PC.
Did they get the do they get the ping system in the console one then?
No.
Or is that okay? I feel, and maybe this is just maybe smart a blue hole, is I wonder if they're just kind of testing the ping system on the PC with the ledge mechanics, and then the whole auto equipping items on the console version. And once they get both of those running on their own system that they're being run on, maybe meshing the two together, and we will get like a big update at some point in time where like the PC version is going to get the automatic equipping of weapons of like your scope. If you don't have a scope at all, it's going to automatically let you put a scope on. And then the console version will get the ping system, and they'll kind of like be one massive update. And they're just kind of testing it on two different places at the same time so they can get feedback from two different communities and then just maybe implement them both together at the same time down the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so they don't get the same update the PC got. The PC got we got the Erangel update, which is actually like a remastered version of the map, right? The first map. So we got that with this patch as well, and Xbox did not. Xbox is getting like a loot rebalancing for both maps, and that's really it. Like the better sensitivity for the aiming and controller updates a little bit, blah blah blah, the audio equipping of shit. And they get a ping system, but they get a ping system for their map, so you can put markers on your map to show your squad where you want to head or where you want to do next. Like you can put down like a little shield icon to say like, hey, we should defend this spot, let's go here and defend this spot. Or you can put like a vehicle, like a steering wheel icon where you see a car on the map. So you can like say, hey, there's a car over here if we need a car, and stuff like that. That's what it seems like they've added to that in terms of
maybe some
system.
Communication fixes, maybe.
Yeah, and lots of patches there. And did anyone play this on the PS4? Honestly, anyone?
I don't know.
This on the PS4?
I'm sure somebody in our community has.
I don't know anybody playing it on the PS4. Like where I work, nobody's playing it.
Yeah, like no one's mentioned the PS4 version at all since it came out last December, right?
Yeah.
It's just I haven't seen anyone talk about the PS4 version.
I think they were ready for they stayed on Fortnite and Call of Duty.
Yeah. I was going to say those two. Destiny.
Yeah, and the PS4 pretty much got the same update the Xbox got. They're on par with the Xbox, right? Like the PS4 and the Xbox are pretty much the same thing at this point. Yeah. Anyways, that's a PUBG news we got for you people. Woo, PUBG! Yeah.
There was some new executive that went to Bluehole, and I think he worked at. He was making Call of Duty, but I forgot for what team or studio. But I'll research that and look at that later. I'm pretty sure I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
New at PUBG.
Anyways, in other news, Flappy Bird now has a Battle Royale Flappy Bird mode. Flappy Royale.
Been waiting for this one.
That's right. Welcome Flappy Royale. Well, how this goes, 100 birds drop into a pipe, blah, blah, blah. And you gotta make it to the end. And whoever makes it to the end wins. Woo!
You know the Battle Royale genre is legit when you get a Mario Battle Royale and a Flappy Bird Battle Royale.
In the same month.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can't deny that, right?
I mean, we got Battle Royale everywhere. I mean, we got Tetris Battle Royale. I mean, we have any option how we want to do it now.
Yeah, all the battle royales you ever need, Gunny.
Yeah.
Anyways, in other news, move on here to some more news, some Stadia news. What did I put this in here for? Let me look at this. Oh, according to some people, everyone's looking at the new Stadia. The Stadia boss, Phil Harrison, apparently he's the Stadia boss. He must be the guy running Stadia over there at Google. He was asked on Eurogamer if the games on the Stadia were going to be cheaper than on regular consoles. And he said, quote, "I don't know why it would be cheaper. The value you get from the game on Stadia means you can play it on any screen in your life. TV, PC, laptop, tablet, phone. In theory, the Stadia version of a game is going to be at its highest possible quality of innovation and sophistication on the game engine side." End quote.
It sounds to me like more expensive.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Let me avoid this question by not answering this question.
It says here, he didn't tell Eurogamer exactly how much the Stadia games are going to cost, but he did say that he said publishers and developers are going to put it in they're in as much control of the price as Google. So I guess they control the price. It says here, Stadia Pro comes with the added benefit of discount opportunities on content to purchase. Discount specifics will be disclosed once the platform is live. So yeah, it's launching with 30 games, including Baldur's Gate, Borderlands 3, and Doom Eternal. So there you go, people.
I mean, it's just going to be the same standard price, right? For whatever the publisher sets it at.
Well, they can't make it more expensive. If they did, they'd be fucking nuts.
Yeah, no, not at first. That'll be a couple of years down the road.
Yeah, once they kill off the boxes is when they can start making shit expensive, right?
Definitely.
Once you take out the competition's hardware, like everyone's streaming at that point, that's when every company could just be like, fuck it. You now pay us $70 for video games, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, that'll be the new standard.
Or whatever.
Get it on sale for $59.99.
Yeah, woo, it's a great deal,
new sale price.
The new Steam sale, give me this game for $59.99. Woo! Yeah, there you go, Mayo. I look forward to that, huh? Look forward to that, Mayo. Mm-hmm.
Another launcher.
Another fucking launcher. Another news, Cyberpunk news, ladies and gentlemen. Cyberpunk. It's going to take quite a bit of space in your hard drive. According to some people, they say that the install size is going to be at least 80 gigabytes.
Damn.
80 gigabytes.
That game better look real.
Yeah.
I completely expected this, so I actually expected it to be like in the 120 range, honestly. Because there's some games out there already that are pushing, in the 80s.
Call of Duty, Battlefield.
Yeah, Call of Duty, Forza. I think Forza is in the.
Yeah, that thing took up most of my hard drive on my PC.
Well, it says here that this was spotted on the PlayStation Store. So, like, if you go to PlayStation, it'll tell you how much space you need to install the game. And this is 80 gigs. Some people say that it might be a placeholder, but if it is the actual size, and that's the actual confirmed size, which we don't know 100% sure yet, apparently it's going to be bigger than that when the game launches because a developer went to Reddit. One of the developers at CD Projekt Red went to Reddit on the Reddit, subreddit for Cyberpunk, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're still putting more stuff in the game." Yeah, it might be bigger than that.
Yeah.
So there you go. People are kind of tripping out about this because they're saying that The Witcher 3 with all the DLC is only 51 gigabytes. But they do say here that Red Dead Redemption 2 is 105 gigs.
I was just getting ready to ask that. Is it really that big?
Yeah, it's fucking huge, dude. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is 101 gigs. So those are pretty big games, It's a lot of space for a Call of Duty game.
So we're saying if MechMod bought the game when Call of Duty or Red Dead first came out, he might have it downloaded by now.
Yeah,
he might. Yeah, MechMod is still downloading. He's still downloading Red Dead, guys. He's still working on it. He's still. Fucking 6 fucking years.
By the time,
later.
you know what's going to happen? I can already tell you what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
By the time Mech gets that downloaded, right? We're going to be looking at these massive downloads that we need all this space for. But you know what? Google Stadia takes care of all that.
That's right. You don't need to download anything, MechMod. You get on your Google Stadia and play games.
3 megabytes. Boom.
Right. With this, he's got 2 megabyte down, I think, on what he posted. But I was going to say, what happens if he gets to like the 104 gig mark and then he runs out of hard drive?
Or like something happens where,
oh, man.
Corrupted error. File error. Restart download.
Yeah.
Error detected. You need to restart the download. Or your power goes out and you have to restart the download. Oh, man. Oh, man. In other news, move on here to some more news, ladies and gentlemen. Some Halo news. That is right. Microsoft is going to start its public test for Halo Reach on the PC. Yeah. That's right. For a handful of new, very early adopters, Halo Reach is now playable on the PC. It says here that Microsoft and 343 Industries have shared a slew of Master Chief Collection update news, including word that its public test of Reach on Windows PC that lasts through July 1st. There are less than 1,000 Halo insiders involved on this test. So the chances of you playing this are very slim unless you're a part of the insider program. So yeah.
I'm looking. I didn't get my email. I was in the beta.
Were you?
Nothing from Microsoft.
Yeah, less than 1,000 players. That's a very slim number. They probably have it under NDA and all that shit, huh?
Yeah, I would guess.
Yeah.
Well, we probably can't share nothing or talk about it or something. It's kind of crazy.
Especially if they added anything to it. That would be why.
Yeah.
Anything new.
Moving on here to more news. Xbox news. I actually saw this today on, the other day, actually. Yesterday on Twitter. Major Nelson posted a screenshot of himself using an Xbox One controller on his iPhone. That's right. iOS 13 is going to add support for both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One controllers. So there you go. If you have a Bluetooth-enabled controller, you're going to be able to use it with your iPhone, beginning iOS 13's release date, which is this September. I'm in it right now. I have the beta for the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same shit. Just changes the number from 12.2 to 13 or whatever.
How do I know if I have a Bluetooth controller?
Good question, Gunny. How the fuck do you know? How do you know?
Because I've got the Scorpion and then I've got the Pro.
Let me check.
Try to sync your Bluetooth controller up with your phone just to see if it recognizes it. Like my phone actually, I have a Bluetooth Xbox controller. It's one of the newer ones. And it shows up right away as a Bluetooth device. And I paired it up with my Samsung probably 6 months ago to try the Steam sharing. Basically, you could stream to your phone and play. And I was playing with my controller, but it just pretty much killed my phone battery real quick. So I just kind of never messed with it. And you have to be within your own local network at home. Yeah. So if I'm going to play, I'm just going to play at the computer, not at my little whatever inch screen that I have on my Note 9.
Okay, because I'm still on iOS 12, so it hasn't shown the update yet.
But I thought right away, Gunny, this is for you, is I know Dead Cells is going to be a mobile game, and this would be perfect
saw that last week.
for controlling your Dead Cells character, because I think Dead Cells would be hard to control with touch controls, and I think this would be a perfect addition for you.
Yeah, I saw that on the store last week, and I was like, what? And then I saw this news about syncing up your controller, but yeah, I did try it with my Scorpion controller, so I wasn't sure if that was new enough. Or if it's just like, I know some of the Xbox One S controllers came out, those are Bluetooth.
Well, I'm looking at the Elite controller right now, and the Elite controller is not Bluetooth.
No, huh? So it's...
What the fuck? Kind of hobo-ass
But the new Elite 2...
is this?
For $170, $80, whatever it costs, it's going to be... No, I think you can just take it at regular S. How much are those? $40, $50?
Yeah, the regular S controllers are, but the Elite... How the fuck are these... Like, even though... I'm looking at the white one right now on the website. For $150, you can buy this right now. And it's not Bluetooth. How do you overlook that? How is that like a acceptable thing to release? And didn't they release this like late last year? This white one?
Yeah, shit. I'm gonna go trade mine in for a Bluetooth.
How the fuck do you release a white Elite controller that's after like a year after the black one came out and still not have it Bluetooth? Like, that is some real bullshit right there, Microsoft.
Yeah, so only a handful of players will be playing.
Okay, I just looked it up, and it says here, according to this article, that there's a minor design difference between the Bluetooth and the non-Bluetooth controller, and it says it has to do with the area around the Xbox logo on the controller. The new style is no longer black, and it's the same color as your controller. And the ridge around the bottom under the shoulder buttons has become narrower. So I guess that's kind of a way of telling. Like, I have two different Xbox controllers, one that came with my Xbox and one that I use on my PC, which had the Bluetooth. And they do look a little different. So, like, one is kind of like all one solid color, and the other one has a little bit of a break in the color.
Yeah. You know what? I've got another one in the living room that's not being used. I'll just go trade that in my Scorpio and then just get a Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. So I'm sure GameStop's going to rob me on that.
Oh, yeah. They're going to give you $5 for those controllers. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. Sell them on Craigslist.
We'll give you $2 for this controller. You want it?
Either that or I'll just wait till the iOS 13 comes out and then go do it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess now all they need to do is put the games on there, right?
Yeah, because they've got Dead Cells on there so far.
Put the games on
and
your
then
phone.
just get the Xbox stuff going, right?
Yeah, you just carry an Xbox controller on your phone with you.
Yeah. Hey, but even my iPad is it's got a chip in it, so it's good to go. Mobile.
Yeah, but what mobile games actually support controllers? Not that many mobile games actually do.
Well, no, I'm just thinking when they get the cloud in there. That's what I was referring to. I think that's when that comes out. It doesn't
matter what kind of chip your fucking iPad has. That's all Wi-Fi, right?
No, it's Wi-Fi and it's also mobile. It's got the network.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what kind of chip your fucking iPad has, Gunny, because the games don't run off of your iPad. They run off of Microsoft's or whoever the fuck you're playing servers. It runs off of their stuff, not yours.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm out, away from the house or whatever, I would just be using my data, right?
Yes.
What I'd be using. Yep.
Oh, you're talking about that. Whatever. Fuck you, Gunny, with your stupid fucking comments. I'm tired of your shit.
I could play anywhere, man. I could be at the gas station playing Halo.
All right, let's see more news. I'm trying to find more news. Nothing normal. There's a Red Dead update. Go look at that if you're playing Red Dead Online.
There's some leaked benchmarks of the new AMD GPUs.
Oh, let's hear them.
I don't have it up. I have to pull it up. But they used, just off of memory, they used Final Fantasy 15, and they have the new NVIDIA GPU versus the new AMD GPUs, and the NVIDIA GPUs were pretty much killing the AMD GPUs. Wow. They said though that because it being a Final Fantasy game, it actually tends to kind of run better with NVIDIA, that this could be kind of like throwing off their benchmarks. So they said don't like go hardcore on it yet, but in that particular game, it looked like what they have now is these new super editions from NVIDIA. So they have a GTX or RTX 270 Super Edition, and they were comparing it against the new equivalent AMD card, and they were like $40 difference in price, but the AMD was the NVIDIA was performing a lot better. I was just looking at it today. I'm not sure if I can find the article again here, but it was just kind of neat to see. But again, it's early because this is supposedly leaked information, so who knows? This could be leaked by NVIDIA, or we could see something tomorrow from like saying AMD trounces NVIDIA on every game but Final Fantasy 15.
Tom's Hardware will be like, no, that's not true.
What I know for sure is that AMD CPU, man, I want that. I want all the cores.
Yeah, The CPUs are nice, but I did see like they were talking. So the new AMD CPUs are actually going to work with these new motherboards they have coming out there, and they are going to be expensive, I guess, early on.
Fuck. You have to buy like the new type of motherboard?
Yeah, so it's going to have a little bit faster bandwidth for communication and stuff with your components built in your PC. Yeah. And it's going to be the first motherboard with PCI Express 4.0, and we all are using 3.0 right now. Mm. And they actually have designed new hard drives to work with these that are faster than the current M.2. So like my M.2 does 3 gigabyte per second, and the new ones are doing 5 on this new 4.0. So it's not like it's going to make our load times even faster too on the PC world. So, and maybe this is what the new consoles are using, since they're using AMD Navi technology and all that already. So they're probably using this technology in the new consoles, and that's how we're going to get our fast load times, which is exciting stuff. But the one motherboard that had that I seen, they showed, and this was like a higher end one. They were listing it as $800 for the motherboard by itself.
Wow.
So
that's usually one of the cheapest components on your PC, you know? Not the cheapest, but on the lower end.
Off with that price.
I really thought I went special on mine. I paid $300 for mine, and it was like a special overclocking edition that has like a signature from a guy, and it has all these built-in overclocks, and it set a world record on a liquid nitrogen overclocking and all this stuff on it, and that was $300. So I couldn't imagine paying $800 for just a motherboard and then turn around and if you're gonna spend $800 for the motherboard, you're gonna spend the $500 or $600 or $700 for the CPU then, because you're not gonna put a $200 CPU in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever just feel like you pull up to the drag and you got a rocket on there, right? And you got flames coming out the sides, and the guy pulls it next to you. He's got 4 rockets. Yeah. Right. Oh shit! When did this happen? Oh,
it reminds me of an old story. When I was younger, I used to have shortly out of high school, I had a brand new Trans Am, and we did a lot of drag racing. We would actually go to the track, and one night we were at the track, and it was a rainy night, and there wasn't a whole lot of people showed up, so they eliminated all the classes, and they ended up putting me against like a Top Fuel dragster. It was a rail, but this thing was like completely different league. So it was like a game of cat and mouse. Like they give you a head start because it goes by your dial-in times, and my car was running like a mid 13-second quarter mile, and this guy was running like a 6-second quarter mile.
Jeez.
And I'm like almost to the finish line, and I felt like this guy hasn't even left yet, And next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna win. This car blows by me at like 300 mile an hour as I'm doing like 110, and
Jeez.
It was so like, wow, just insane.
Like, park your Pinto, pal.
Yeah, buddy.
That's our PCs when these new ones are going to be coming out. We'll be going, I look at my race card, and somebody's going to pull up with this new one, and just be that much better.
Woo! Anyways, that's all I have for news. One last piece of news. No, this is not really news. Not really big news. It's just Quantic Dream was talking to PlayStation about why they left PlayStation, blah, blah, blah. And they pretty much said it was the right moment for the company to leave their relationship with PlayStation after 23 years and 12 years working exclusively with Sony. They want to follow their path and become their own publishers and shit and make their own decisions about games. And so they met with people at NetEase, which were the right people to understand their vision. And they're interested in the Asian market and the mobile market. So that's what they're looking for in the future. I didn't know they partnered up with NetEase. Anyways, probably see some games coming out to cell phones.
I hear that word mobile and I just cringe.
Yeah. It's happening, man. You can't stop it, dude. Like,
don't we have cell phones? Is that what they said at Activision when they were talking about Diablo? And everybody's
yeah.
Everybody has cell phones.
Also there are billions for the Xbox One. There are billions. It's going to have mouse and keyboard support for your Xbox. So there you go.
There you go, Xbox guys.
Mm-hmm. There you go, mouse and keyboard. There you go, Gunny.
Yeah.
Buy it for your Xbox now.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
What else? I don't have anything else. There's no fucking news. What the hell's going on with the world of video games?
That's post E3.
Apex Legends dropped a new trailer for their Season 2 or whatever, Battle Pass 2, or whatever the fuck it's called. They dropped a trailer for it. I saw that. It looks cool, I guess. It was a trailer for things. Shooting things. That's it. That's all I have, Gunny. Any news, Gunny? You got any news?
You know what? The one that I saw was Crackdown adds flying and air strikes. So you get to fly around in Crackdown 3 in the campaign, just like you would in multiplayer. The one that nobody played.
Is anyone playing this shit?
I'm sure people, Xbox guys played the campaign. I haven't finished it yet. But you can strap into a new wingsuit. You'll be able to compete in a ring-based wingsuit races. I already do this in Just Cause. You get used to flying around the new city of Providence, raining hell on enemies from above. That's where Hellstorm Flare comes in handy. Throw it in to call in an airstrike on a target location. Or, if you don't want to help, chuck one of the new clustered duck grenades, which erupt in a series of explosions. Might be pretty cool. Get in there, 20 minutes at a time. So, yeah.
Oh, wait, I got EA Access here. Release date confirmed. What? EA Access for the PS4, guys. Woo! So here you go. If you've been excited and waiting for your money to go to EA to play their games, you're not going to be able to subscribe to EA Access on the PlayStation 4 beginning July 24th. $5 a month or $30 a year.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
It actually is a pretty good deal if you don't have their games, you know what I mean?
I mean, and since they don't have like a Game Pass thing, I think that'll do very well.
Big. Yeah, because I bet now it's probably not doing so. It's probably doing good on the Xbox, but not as good as it was before the Game Pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like before Game Pass, it was probably killing it, and then Game Pass came on, probably everyone canceled it.
Yeah, I think Sony came out Friday and said, we're committed to AAA hardcore games, which they've said before. They just kind of reiterating
games, right? Wasn't that like their thing where we're going to keep making single-player games forever?
Yeah, so now it's AAA hardcore games market.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some breaking news that I've seen online here.
Shit, breaking news.
We have Bandai Namco announces a new PC action RPG game called Blue Protocol.
Okay.
So it was so big they probably did not show it at E3.
I'm thinking like, why would they announce that now?
Yeah, I think it's kind of odd. But it says from the it says it's being developed by the new internal team made up of staff from Bandai Namco and Bandai Online Namco, and it says they are responsible for games like the Tales series, alongside the Tankin series and the Ace Combat series. It's gonna be a action RPG. That's all the article says.
Oh, that's a real hard-hitting article there.
Yeah. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
All right.
Yeah,
I say it's time for questions, guys.
Question time, community questions. You can leave questions in the Facebook group, Discord, and all that good stuff. Did you check the Discord, Gunny? Did you check the Discord? I bet you didn't.
Let's see. We do have questions. I just saw that. We do have 3 questions from Discord. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reminding you. Yeah.
Thanks, Fred. Because I did ask earlier, and you did as well. So let me start with that first question from Commandalorian in the Discord. He asks, will you play Honor with me? For Honor.
What?
Will you play For Honor with me?
Fuck no. No one's playing that hobo shit. Next question.
What about Mordhau, Commandalorian?
Yeah. Get a real game.
You have that?
Get a fucking real game, Commandalorian. What the fuck?
Still playing it. Get it, Jesus, on your... No more Xbox for you. Hey, Shirt Pockets. There he is. Evan Tanaka says, he asks, how do I get my Xbox to download updates when it's not turned on?
You mean like background updates? Easy. You go to settings, you select background updates on, and it does it.
Yeah, and I think there's also an option for, whatever external drive you have, but I think it's automatically on. Just keep it plugged in the wall. Or if it's not one that's plugged in into your Xbox, I think there's an option to keep those on as well, so that makes a difference. But still, like the updates are going to go to the games themselves or the system. That's the two differences, right? If your game's on that external drive, it won't update unless those are checked off. So make sure that you check those. Mm-hmm. I know they didn't make sense, but just send me a message of it.
I'm just saying because I'm just hearing Gunny talk. Anyways, next question.
Ghost Nico asked, is there a franchise you always gravitated towards and most likely to finish the game?
Wait, what?
Is there a franchise you've always gravitated towards and most likely finish the game? Like, for example, maybe Halo 343 or some Ubisoft.
No, I don't care. Their fucking questions suck.
Watch Dogs or something.
These questions suck. No,
I'm going to go for Far Cry, Ghost.
I don't finish them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I finished a couple of Far Cries, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. Something I had to finish. Yeah, Mass Effect was a really good franchise to play through, and
you have to finish those to see the full story.
Well, that too, and like the Mass Effects will lead off each other. So if you beat the first one all the way through and you launch the second one, it will affect how the second one plays.
Yeah, that was so fucking cool, man. That was. How come more games don't do that?
They need to.
You feel like more games would be doing that these days, right? They're like we did this once and we're not doing it ever again. Why don't games do that nowadays? Like, have huge RPGs that just go off of one another, like keep going and just keep building upon them.
That's what the Dragon Age series needs, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised because that's the same developer that they didn't put it in Dragon Age.
I don't get that either. Yeah, like they only do it for this one little fucking it's a space RPG game.
It's like almost like Dragon Age. They're making like, I don't want to say new characters, but I could be wrong. But I feel like it's a whole new story, a whole new area for each Dragon Age. They make them so far apart as well.
You know who needs to do this? Bethesda. They need to be able to figure out how to carry their shit over.
I just want Bethesda to make a game that's not buggy on launch.
Yeah, same here.
yeah. Not so buggy that I can actually enjoy it.
And that actually looks really good. So, Skyrim looks good.
Mm-hmm.
But even at launch, there was games that looked a little bit better than Skyrim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when Fallout 4 came out, and everybody's like, and it came out on what? On
Fallout 4
Xbox
dated,
One,
dude. Yeah.
PS4, and everyone's like, well, "This looks like PS3, Xbox
Graphics.
360."
Yeah, it looks old, man. Like they need like some new looking shit.
They need some new engines.
Yeah,
that's what they need.
Yeah,
and hopefully they're making that for their new game that they didn't show at E3.
Yeah.
What we need to do actually is mod Skyrim sometime and get you the realistic graphic mod.
So yeah,
those are for the community.
I've seen that. Yeah, so like you're right, Mayo, but Gunny's right too. Those are from the community.
You're right. But something we can maybe play around with. Check out. I just actually got gifted.
Is Skyrim on sale on the Steam sale this week?
Probably.
Yeah,
I was gifted.
I don't own it on Steam. It's like I already played the hell out of it on Xbox.
I want to buy it just to be the realistic mod, just to play it again.
Yeah, I'm doing that with Grand Theft Auto. I just got that for my birthday from Snickersnee. Yeah. I didn't have GTA 5, and I'm definitely gonna mod and put the realistic mod in that.
Wait, there's a realistic mod for that too?
Oh, it's amazing.
Holy shit! I'm gonna buy it right now. You know what?
Did you see what they did with? Really, did that game come out on Xbox 360? And Xbox One, and I think whatever they did to it, like they just made it look really, really good on.
No, but it probably wouldn't.
No, it might have been just Xbox. It's not One. Either way,
it ain't gonna look like no realistic mod on the PC, Gunny. No matter what they did on the Xbox One X.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this was prior to the X. Even just the one in 1080p.
Because I remember seeing mods for what was that game even? Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, the first one. There was mods that people made to make the stormtroopers look real. And I remember watching gameplay one time. I was either on YouTube or Facebook. Somebody posted a video of it. And they were showing the gameplay of the dude running through the fucking thing, the desert, and shooting at these fucking stormtroopers. And it looked like a movie. It looked like a Star Wars movie. The stormtroopers looked like real. The lighting, somehow the way they fucked with the lighting and the way the graphics were, they look like real fucking people getting shot, like real stormtroopers getting shot. I thought it was like a movie for a minute. I was like, is this like a fan-made movie? And everyone's like, no, this is gameplay from Star Wars Battlefront. It's just that it has like this crazy-ass mod on it.
Yeah, there's some amazing stuff that people do. Pretty cool.
Look at this picture here. Look at that picture, Gunny. You think that looks like any fucking thing your Xbox can do, Gunny? Huh?
That looks pretty real.
Yeah, it looks pretty fucking real.
That's kind of blurry.
Even. GTA 5.
Yeah, that's kind of blurry because they're probably driving down the road now.
Is that a Lamborghini? What is that?
Dude, I'm gonna buy. Let's play GTA 5 online, guys. Everyone get it. Woo! Let's make a server. Woo!
Yeah. All right. First question we got here on from Facebook is we've got Alan Maybe. Jesus wants to know, or he wants to know, when are you getting an Xbox again, Jesus?
Never.
So we can kick your ass in some HGP versus GFNG Summer Game Olympics.
Look, ain't nobody want to play no holo shit.
Says I challenge Gunny in UFC 3. Let's play some UFC. Let me see. I gotta turn my Xbox back on. I gotta see what UFC I have. We'll get in there. We'll get in there and do some kickboxing.
Look at Rainbow Six Siege is $10, guys. I should buy it.
Don't buy that. You did. You played it.
Fucking shit.
Well, now you can play it mouse and keyboard. I don't know. Is that gonna make a difference?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck everyone up. That's when it's gonna happen.
Did you ever play that, Mail? I think I asked you that.
No, I had not. I have it. My son actually bought it and he played it a little bit, but I never really tried to get into it.
You know, if you're into PUBG, you're probably gonna like Siege. You know?
Yeah, probably. I heard the biggest complaint was the community is like very toxic. Like, not that I mind a toxic community, but like I'm just like, maybe if I get.
You gotta have balls of steel to get up in this motherfucking shit. Because even on the Xbox, dude, even on the Xbox, man, if you get in those lobbies and you can't hold your own, or you can't get a kill, or you're just the first person dying every single match, like say you die the first match and you die right away, it's cool because it was a warm up match. Like people understand, you're first coming in, maybe like. All right, but if you just keep dying and you have a mic, or even if you don't have a mic, people will be like, hey, you bitch, the fuck out of my lobby. You suck. Get off of my team, you fucking loser.
I mean, people are yelling at you like, why the fuck did you go down there? Why the fuck? And then you're getting messages, you know?
You fucking suck. Uninstall. I had a person actually message me one time, and that's all he said to me was uninstall. And that shit hurt my feelings, yo. That shit hurt my feelings. I'm sad.
Damn.
Top sellers on Steam right now, guys. Valve Index VR kit, $1,000. Woo!
Yikes.
Yeah, fuck that.
Here I am trying to save up for the next motherboard and the next Xbox, you know? Now you're coming out with more VR stuff. And put me in debt.
Civ 6 Gold Edition, $130. It's on sale for $29. Woo!
Yeah, I've got my. I do have my wish list. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to grab all 29 games on there, but just ones I'm looking at.
Fucking all of them.
Probably spend $100 on there.
What about Rust, guys? You guys have interest in that? I do not, but
no. I watch gameplay. I've watched streams of it. I've watched. There's been role playing, and none of it looks. I don't know. It just doesn't look fun.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good about it, but to me it just doesn't like appeal to me myself. So for $8 though, you
build a house and you can put walls around it and you put crap inside your safe and people crack into your safe and get into your home and take all your stuff. And
I think I would do Ark if I had to do one of those, just because you get the dinosaurs and you got to tame them and all that aspect too.
I think the cool thing about Ark is, even though I'm not into the art style of things, there's there's a list of like 80 different servers that you can join. And then there's there's the ones that are just PvE, PvP, PvE versus PvE. There's just so many different options you can do with that. And some of them are some of those are modded, right? So you punch a tree one time and it goes down, right? If you punch your friend, he's going to die right away, you know? It's just funny stuff like that. You can really get in there and just be goofy or try to be serious and try to build like a castle, not a castle, but like a fort. So there's just different things and, list of objectives you can go through. You can sink some time into it. I got into it for a little bit on Xbox.
Skyrim is $20, guys. Is it worth it? $20 seems kind of expensive.
I would pass up on Skyrim. I think if I had to pick a game like that, I would go Kingdom Come Deliverance for $17.
Oh, there we go with my boy Kingdom Come. Woo! Let's go find it. I actually like that game. I played it a little bit on the Xbox. What the fuck is this game?
And it's $18 on Steam right now.
Get that instead. I'm shopping, guys. I'm shopping right now on Steam. I got GTA 5 in my fucking cart. I'm gonna get Hitman in my carts.
Is that the new Hitman? We never completed that, did we?
I did.
I didn't complete it. Yeah. Only went through the 3 missions up to the F1 race.
That F1
section
is pretty dope. Max Payne is on sale. Max Payne 3 for $6.
That's a fun game.
That is.
Yeah. Hey, guys.
What?
Norma. Hey, Norma. Give me a horribly awkward. She asks, on average, how many hours a week do you all dedicate to gaming?
45.
Wow.
But not this week, right? Just an average.
Just this week? No, not this week. Like fucking 12. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would say 40 hours a week.
I'm gonna go 10.
That's kind of like where I was thinking. It depends on my work week too. Like this week, I worked 7 days this week, so it's like a 60 to 70 hour work week. So like this week, I only got maybe 6 in max. But like if it's a day I have my normal 3 days off where I can stay up late and play, I would say maybe 12 to 16 range, maybe, where I don't have to get up in the morning or something like that. I can stay up late and get some long sessions in.
I would say probably in reality, like probably at least 20 hours that I do dedicate to gaming every week. 20 hours, probably solid. Maybe a couple hours during work days, and then on the weekends, I go hard, dude. I game for like 5 hours straight, 6 hours, 7 hours straight, 8 hours straight. It has to be a good game, though. It has to be a game that has my attention for that long.
Yeah. I can go 4 straight on Sunday, then take care of stuff, then come back and do another 3 to 4.
Yeah.
And now that my kid's out of school, that's another thing like on Mondays. But, I mean, this week I'm working Monday, but if I'm not, then I'm going to try and game as much as possible.
Yeah.
So, let's see. We got our next question from Gib8777.
Mm-hmm.
How many new games will be coming to the Mayo Pass during the Steam sale? Ooh, that'll be a surprise.
We got Jurassic Park. I don't know how many more he's added to the game. How many more has he added? I don't know.
You said you got They Are Billions, Duck Season. What else was it? Trying to think of what we got here. Let's see. Where are we? We'll see. Oh, and then I think you're on mine too, right, Ryan? So wait for that. See what I buy this week.
It's all right. I had to step out for a second. So what did I miss?
Oh, this was a question for you. Ryan, Give87 wanted to know how many games will be coming to the Mayo Pass during the Steam sale.
I don't know. I have picked up a couple. Right before the sale, I picked up Deep Rock and the Jurassic World, which we talked about, and then a little bit ago, I picked up Crypt of the Necrodancer.
I've been hearing a lot about that game.
Picked up that one. I haven't played any of these. I picked up DuckTales Remastered. If you guys remember that old DuckTales game?
Yeah, Vengeful Jedi. He loves that game. He's into that series.
And then I picked up the very first Risk of Rain. I bought the second one a while back, and
I saw that on your list.
It's like a side scroller.
Was it Cadillacs that played that while I was on vacation? He talked about it.
Yes, yeah,
Risk of Rain. Yeah, he played it on his Vita. Yeah.
And then the last one I bought was Katana Zero. I hear it's a lot better than my friend Pedro. So it's kind of our Dead Cells action game. So we'll give that one a shot. But that's the most recent updates that I have for you.
All right. Side note here, what was it? Shadow Warrior? There was a new game that came out like a week or two ago. Could have been Shadow Warrior. Some shit like that. I saw it on Xbox. It was $60, but I'll look into that further. Evan Kanaka wants to know: is mayonnaise an instrument? Can you play it? Can you play a mayonnaise?
I guess if you take a bunch of mayonnaise and slam it on the ground in a jar, it makes a splat sound. So I guess it could be an instrument, right?
Maybe take some of them and empty out half, and then throw those on the ground. It would make, I don't know.
Or it could be not necessarily a musical instrument, but like an instrument of death. How about that?
Yeah, that would work. Just throw them at people, headshots. That would work. All right. BT, he's got a question. Ryan Tull. Is the Beyond Meat thing a big thing in the USA as it is in Canada? And why is this a thing? Is the Beyond Meat thing? What is that even? What is the
you guys
Beyond?
Don't know what this is?
I have no idea. We were trying to figure that out earlier.
It must be a big thing in Oregon then, because all the fucking hippies and vegans we got up here. But anyways, every time I go to the store now, like not even the store, but like a restaurant, they all have like these signs out now that say like, "Hey, try the Beyond Meat," and it's like a little bit more expensive. You can replace like your burger patty with like this Beyond Meat for like $4 more. And I didn't know what it was. I was like you guys at first, like, what the fuck is this? But apparently Beyond Meat, it's like it's a plant-based meat that tastes like meat. Yeah, you follow me?
Yeah, I follow you so far. I mean, I hear about different things.
Yeah, so it looks like meat. It's supposed to taste like meat, and it really supposedly tastes like meat, apparently, according to them. But it's all like plant-based shit. Like, it's plants.
I'm looking at this website, Jesus. Beyond Burger.
Oh,
the world's first plant-based burger. Oh, got to add here. That looks, cooks, and satisfies like beef with GMOs, without GMOs, soy, or gluten.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with GMOs and glutens, man? I mean, I guess if you're gluten, allergic to it.
I know. I just for my birthday, my boy bought me some 20-ounce T-bone steaks. We grilled 3 of those on the grill.
Well, he could have bought you a package of Beyond Meat, brother.
Well, we don't think we have that in Ohio yet.
You have to have it in everywhere.
So, no, I mean, here I am in California. There's probably, there's a lot of. I do see it like at on the menus.
You do?
Like for a lot of places I go to that are, obviously not going to be like In-N-Out Burger or something. Maybe they have there's always that alternative like chicken or turkey, but not so much a plant-based burger.
Yeah.
I don't know. The grocery store, I see it all the time.
Yeah, so they got deals with, like, it says here, like, TGI Fridays, Carl's Jr., Del Taco, Safeway, big companies, like grocery stores and shit. But, like I said, the big thing now in Oregon is that they're going to start selling this in the stores, so you can go to the store and buy, like, a package of Beyond Meat ground beef, I guess. And, you can make, like, your own, like, meatballs and hamburger patties and tacos and all kinds of stuff with this Beyond Beef, guys.
Join the community. Join us. I do see a list of now places that I can get these items, but... Yeah,
personally, I've never had one, so I couldn't tell you if it really does taste like meat. But maybe I should try one next time, just to give you guys an update.
I'm gonna do that. Brian, next if I do see it,
it just doesn't sound good to me, man. Like, it just doesn't sound good.
Me either. It sounds healthy.
It sounds healthy, and it doesn't sound like what I want to have when I'm eating a burger. Like, fuck this. I want to eat a fucking cow, motherfucker.
Right. When I go to have it, I want to make sure it is 100% beef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says here, plant-based ground, Beyond Beef, no soy, no gluten, 20 grams of plant protein per serving. What the fuck is plant protein?
You know what? You get that thing all cooked up. Put some lettuce. Put some of that nice green lettuce. Put that on the table. I'm going to see how far I can get it out the window.
See, it says here, look, the Beyond Burger has landed in Dutch supermarkets April 26th. April 24th, they've got to Belgium. Canada, April 23rd. Came to Canada. So it's
exclusive.
So it's a big thing in Canada right now because it probably just hit there and everyone's all, oh my god, it does really taste like meat, eh? Oh, eh? Oh. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, this really does taste like meat.
It's a health thing, Brian. I'm sure that's all it is.
So Singapore, it's everywhere. Like, you just see, like, these updates for, like, the countries they've launched in. They're, like, everywhere now, dude. Anyways, I think I saw this shit on Shark Tank or something years ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But Brian wants to know, what kind of dog do you like or not like? What? Are we talking hot dogs or regular dogs? Regular dogs,
they were talking about like a dog. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't need dogs.
Like a woof dog?
Yeah.
What do you like?
I like to eat German Shepherds. Yeah, hot dogs. I like just regular hot dog. Sometimes I like
Chicago style.
Just the mustard on there. Sometimes I like it with. I don't really like ketchup on hot dogs, but like sometimes I like the relish on there. Sometimes I like the fried onions.
I like chili dog.
I'm not a big fan.
And as far as regular dogs, I just like. Oh, jeez, my coworker's got one. I'm trying to think of what it is, but I don't like the poodles. I like the straight-haired dogs.
Oh, you don't like dogs that have like curly hair?
No, I'm not into those. I don't know. I always think they're for old people, and I'm not that old.
No,
I gotta be over 55 to get one of those.
To me, those seems like old, rich, white people dogs.
Yes, I always see white people.
That's all I'm saying. Old, rich, white people. I'm not being racist or anything. The only people I've ever seen own those dogs are old, rich, white people. So that's why I'm associating those dogs with those people.
I might have to change my dog then.
Fucking Mayo. You got one of those dogs, Mayo? The little curly hair dogs?
No, but I was going to say, I don't know if you guys know what they are, but my wife and I have always both wanted one. They're called a golden labradoodle. And they're a bigger dog, but they do have curly hair. They're actually like
I know the ones you're talking
color.
about. I've seen those.
But they're not small. Like, I don't like small dogs. So like the dogs I don't like are any little, as we go back to the old phrases like from last week, any ankle biter I do not like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, those little dogs. Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck those little dogs. They're annoying. Some could be cool though, but some are kind of annoying. They bark too much.
Like the Chihuahuas, those things just bark all the time.
Oh, those are the worst, dude. Those are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Things, they got the.
And ladies, I know you like them out there, but my gosh, those are so annoying.
You know what I hate about them the most is their.
I don't mind a dog barking, but just not.
I hate their bug eyeballs.
Yeah,
stick out of their head.
Like that. Ugh. Now that you've said it, Jesus, I'm gonna come right out of it. I just think they're ugly.
Yeah, they're fucking ugly ass bug eyeballs they have that stick out of their head. Like your eyes are too big for your skull, dude. Like. Ugh, like it feels like if you like opened up their eyelid, their fucking eyeball would just pop the fuck out. Kind
of like a pug.
Yeah, pugs are kind of ugly looking too. Fucking ugly ass dogs.
My coworker, he's got it's like Yorkshire or something like that, but it's not a blue heeler. It's not quite that big. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Next question we got from Epic Irk. He's got a fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill. Bill Spencer, Doug Bowser, and Sean Layden. So I got a motorcycle going by me. Setting off car alarms here.
Wait, what are you doing?
We got fuck, marry, kill from Epic Irk.
I'm killing Bowser, dude. Fuck Nintendo. Fuck anything to do with Bowser. Fuck that guy. He sucks. Probably marrying Phil Spencer because he seems like a pretty nice dude, you know? Like, like a dude seems like a pretty nice guy, you know? And why not have like a one night stand with the fucking PlayStation guy? Why not?
Sean Layden, there you go. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely marry Phil Spencer because he seems like a nice guy. I could be around him for a long time.
I would have to agree with you there, I guess. Or
romance.
I guess romance. In the PC world, you can say Gabe, who creator Steam, but
there you go.
I can I can fuck Doug. Doug Bowser, sure. Fuck him. Why not? One night stand. Bam.
Ooh.
And kill Sean Layden. Fuck you, Sony.
You really Sony? Yeah, okay.
I was thinking kill, was it Tim Sweeney from Epic?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh, you should have had that in there.
Yeah, fucking Epic guy. He owns a forest, though, doesn't he? Doesn't the guy
Yes.
Yes,
he's over here buying forests in North Carolina. I
bought a whole forest in North Carolina so no one chops it. It's like, fuck.
If it was up to Mayo, he would kill him and burn his forest down.
I think he's actually secretly plotting. He's going to get so much money from Fortnite kids that he bought his own forest and he's going to do a real life Fortnite battle royale. It's going to be a battle to death.
He's going to build a forest.
I think you're fucking right. It's going to be like only like really rich executives, like really rich motherfuckers, top elite people are going to be like, you can buy a ticket to watch.
And then they're going to
fly you into our private
VR
airstrip
experience.
Yeah, their building mechanic is going to be they're going to have their own carpenter, so a little carpenter will build for them, and then they can shoot.
There you go. Like they're going to have like a bunch of little kids out to kidnap. They're going to kidnap a bunch of kids, take them into a forest, and make them fight each other to get out. Yeah.
And he's just going to record it all from like an angle, so like
he's going to have drones flying everywhere. He's going to have the drone cameras flying everywhere. All the rich people that are watching this are going to be watching it through like VR headsets.
And then he's going to make money off of people taking live bets on it, and he's going to get richer.
Rich people do some weird shit. You know why? Because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
But to do weird shit like this.
Right.
Because they've done it already.
Because they've done everything else. You know, like us normal people. When we get a little chunk of money, we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do all this, do this. You know, you got ideas and plans and shit. But these rich guys, they don't have any plans when they get more money. They're just like, what can I do to be an evil piece of shit in the world? Because I have nothing better to do in my time. You know, they just do whatever they want. They've done it all.
You know what I see, like, especially here in California, I'm not putting anybody down, but I see all these casinos, you know? Mm-hmm. That's where they all go, you know?
Yeah.
Got to spend it somehow.
Gamble something.
Right.
I could give my money to all the poor people in the country or just spend it on a new yacht that costs $400 million. Why not?
New yacht it is.
You know what? There was a positive piece of news that I heard on the video game Inside, the one with Scott Clark. I got to give a shout out to him because I'm kind of stealing that piece of news. But it was from the EA executives. They didn't take their cut from their bonuses. They gave it out to the employees. They are planning to give it to their employees.
Oh, this is some kind of like EA trying to like, hi guys, we're gonna give you one bonus check. Say you're not gonna take it. Say you're not gonna take it. We're gonna give it to the employees, and then we're gonna give you another check like a week later. You're gonna keep that one. That's the real bonus.
Right. They still get their bonus. Just given an extra $2,400 each one.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they're doing, dude. This is some bullshit. Like, let's make our executives look like they care about the lower employees.
Well, you know what I was thinking? You know how like
what's next? Next is going to be like CEO at EA gives up his parking spot to disabled employee working at EA. That's what he's going to be, some bullshit ass fucking headline like that. You know what I mean? The CEO of EA gave up his parking spot to an employee that uses a wheelchair.
Right.
Just look how much of a human he is.
The reality of it will be like he's been fighting him for that spot for 6 months. And then somebody actually took a picture of it this time, and so now he's like, "Hey, let me
take my spot." Or it's a really jarring helicopter spot, so he actually just flew in on a helicopter. So the guy in the wheelchair had to fly in.
I sold my.
He gave him his parking spot because he flies in on a helicopter now. That sounds more like it, Mayo. You got it. Mayo's got it.
You got to figure it out.
Fuck these fucking executives.
I was thinking it was a cost of living increase, right? You ever seen those companies do that where normally they come on your normal check, but they're going to get a separate check at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, this is some bullshit ass saving face fucking. I don't believe it. I don't fucking. They might. I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to give these guys some of their bonus checks or whatever, but like, it's not the real bonus. I bet if you dig into this thing and you find out the truth.
Yeah.
You're probably going to find out that they get another check like in 3 months or something or whatever, and they get like the real bonus then. You know what I mean?
And then it'll be a non-story.
Yeah, and that's going to be non-story because they're just getting their checks.
Sorry, EA, you still don't win this one.
What were you saying, Mayo?
Oh, I just going to say that will get released at some point in time. Usually the bonuses of the CEOs and all that stuff will get released.
Activision CEO gets a $50 million bonus this year.
Hey, because I can tell you, I worked for a very, very large company, and they would mail my paycheck home. They wouldn't, so that nobody could see it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, these guys own the banks that they put their money in, so it's okay, Gunny. They just get the...
Just gets put in my account. Right?
They get the U.S. Treasury to deliver stacks of money to their bank. Here's your new $50 million pallet, sir. Where do you want it?
Gunny should know these things. He drove for
Gunny,
Brinks, right?
You drove the money for these motherfuckers
exactly
for all those years.
You probably delivered somebody's paycheck to him often.
Yeah. Go ahead and put the pallet of my millions of dollars over there, Gunny. Just put it over there. Yeah.
Put it around back on the patio. I'll get it later.
Hey, I've delivered like gold, basically diamond rings and things like that.
There you go.
But I couldn't meet them at their house. I had to go to another location.
Oh, it was all secret and shit.
Well, it wasn't secret.
Did you walk up to them with you're like a briefcase handcuffed to your arm and you got the goods, you got the paperwork.
Yeah. What I'm figuring out, what I'm hearing right now is, since he's no longer with Brinks, he actually gave these rings to the wrong person.
Got fired.
No, so I had to go to this. It was a golf course, and then I had to meet them there at a certain time, and basically make sure it's them that, that they're the right person.
Meet us at the golf course. Meet us at the golf course at midnight. Bring the diamonds.
I can't stop my golf game to get my diamond rings. I mean,
Yeah, how dare you inconvenience me, Gunny? You better come over to my golf course and give me my $1 million.
Yeah, it was at a private golf course. You can't go into the public.
My new fiance's engagement ring, and then I just met her last week. But it's okay. We're getting married, and I bought her a $50 million ring. Yeah, let's go. Woo!
Yeah, it wasn't quite $1 million, but it was pretty far up there. And of course, I gave it to him so he can give it to his wife.
There you go.
I just pictured Gunny driving a Brinks truck through the golf course area. Getting stuck in the mud.
Gunny,
not anymore, but I would do golf course. You do the daily pickups and stuff. But yeah,
Gunny driving a big ass Brinks truck to the.
Hey, I do have a cool. I went and did. Speaking of Brinks trucks, guys, there was I went down and did some training down in San Bernardino, and you figure I'm up here in the North Bay. This is where I live, this is where I work, and so, but I would go down there like San Bernardino, Los Angeles, Lancaster. We had offices all over the place, stops, and so I did some training. I was coming back, get to the Oakland airport, and it's like, I'm just waiting for the route that comes from San Francisco, to come pick me up, and security standing out there, and people are out there. And then here comes a Brinks truck pulling up, and then boom, I just get in the back of the truck and take off. It was like, what the hell? Everybody's staring at me. Like, who the hell was he? What did he have in those bags?
He had all the money in there. They could have robbed you, Gunny.
Yeah, they didn't realize we could have had it all.
This motherfucker had $1 million on him. Damn it.
I mean, it wasn't a big luggage that I had, but still.
Yeah, man, fuck, it's crazy.
That was funny. All right, last question we got from Jonathan Hall. And he asks, Jesus, will you be doing the naked bike ride in Portland tonight? And will you be wearing a helmet while you ride naked through Portland?
Well, I mean, for all the people out there in Portland, I suggest you don't go out there right now. The riot police is in full effect. Because today, apparently, there was this naked bike ride, because they do it every year, right? It's like the world's largest naked bike ride or some shit like that. So people come from all over the world, like the Swedish come, the French, the people that like to get naked, and ride bicycles. They come from all over the world to Portland to get naked and ride their bicycles through the city, completely nude, which is really fucking weird. And it's just kind of awkward. I would never do that. Ever.
Is it the Pride Parade? Because I think it's either today or tomorrow.
It's not about Pride. It's not about gay pride or nothing. Nope. It's about just being naked and being able to ride your bike naked through the city.
I think a bike seat's uncomfortable enough with
clothes on. Can you imagine your nuts on oh my god. Guess you have to ride it standing up the whole time.
If you're female, it would be better, Wouldn't be as uncomfortable. It'd be so sweaty.
Oh, it's just
slippery.
That doesn't even sound fun. Why do people do this? I don't know, but like hundreds of people show up to this every year, dude, and do it. They just old guys, young girls, old people. There's just all kinds of like every age you could think of shows up. I think you have to be 18 to be in it, but as long as you're 18, you're good to go. Get on that.
I would just be underwear and sandals at least, at the very least.
No, they're completely nude.
Wow.
So
nude.
His last question on there says, if they have a helmet, so do they have to be safe and wear a helmet?
I think so, yes.
Right?
You have to have some kind of like mask or helmet or something to protect your head if you fall. But other than that, you're good.
Nothing else to protect your junk.
It's fucking awkward, man. Portland is full of weird shit. And then on top of that, they had like the Him Too movement was in Portland today protesting. And that's like I guess that's like political, or not. I don't know if it's political. That's more like a group movement of like the Me Too, but it's the guys' version of it. So they went to Portland to protest, and then another group showed up, which was I think the Me Too movement. I think they showed up and started fighting with the Him Too movement, and they started all fighting. And then some other group showed up, some Antifa fucking group showed up against anti-fascists, and then some other fucking group showed up, and the police are just like, yeah, you probably don't want to come to Portland tonight, people. We're arresting everyone. We don't give a shit.
We don't care who you are.
Yeah, and then they got this parade going on, so I bet traffic up there is just a real fucking breeze right now, just...
How long would it take you... I think the better question would be, Jesus, how long would it take you to ride your bike naked right now to get to Portland?
Oh, that would take a long time, dude. I live... In a car, I live like 40 minutes away, so it would take me like fucking long time to get there in a bicycle, especially naked.
Right, in the dark.
Yeah. How many looks would you get going down the way on your way there?
I'd probably get arrested on the way there. So.
Yeah. They'd be like, where are you coming from?
Sir, you're not in the designated nude zone.
Have you been drinking, sir?
Me wearing like my fucking some weird looking helmet or some shit, just like riding my bike naked down the highway.
Yeah. It's not Portland.
It would have to be a girl's bike for me.
Yeah, it would have to be like a pink bike or something. Just going down the highway. What the fuck?
And it has to have the really low bar on it. The girl's bike has the bar that goes down.
Yeah. With like the little stringy things on the side. On the handlebars.
Little bell. Ching, ching.
Little bell. That would be fucking funny though. But I mean,
little flashing lights.
I don't know. I wonder if Jonathan has ever participated in that nude bike ride. I bet he has.
Yeah, John. Tell us,
like
have you participated or have you been a spectator at this event?
I've done a couple of those marathons up there. Like there's one called the Shamrock Run, where it's like right around St. Patrick's Day and you run. I don't know why I did that. I think I wanted to see what it was like to do it one time, and then I was like, fuck this. This is the most boring thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, would you second guessing yourself like 5 minutes in? I'm like, why am I running?
3 miles into this marathon, I was like, why the fuck am I running down this street right now with the number?
Not the cops chasing me. What's going on?
No one is chasing me right now. I'm like the only Hispanic running in this fucking group of people. What is going on with me right now? The shit you do sometimes. I don't know. I just wanted to do it, so I did it. And I think it was for some kind of charity or something. I think I got like people to like, you know how you get people to like give you money if you run so many miles or whatever, to do it in so much time, you get so much money. And raise money for some kind of charity, for some foster care or some hospital or some shit. So it was for a good cause, Gunny. How dare you?
Okay. I mean, you got your $5 for running.
Yeah, like 10 miles or whatever the fuck long it was.
Like a quarter of a mile. Yeah.
However long it was. Okay. I don't know how long it was. Some fucking mile, 2 miles, and so much time or some shit. I don't know. All I know is that I'll never do that again. Like every time like I meet someone and they're like, oh, I'm into doing these fucking Superman marathons, so I can swimming and going through mud. And I'm like, fuck you. Oh, don't talk to me again.
Yeah.
We are not the same kind of people, you and I.
Yeah.
We're not the same kind of people. Fuck you and your adrenaline bullshit. It gives you so much adrenaline. It gets you going. Yeah, fuck off. I don't care about that.
You want to go out for some Beyond Burgers later?
Yeah, I said those types of people that want to eat those fucking Beyond Burgers and shit. Anyways. You ever done any of those, Mayo? Any of those marathons or fucking stupid fucking...
No, we have not.
Challenges. Like, we're going to swim fucking 5 miles, run 3 miles, and go up this mountain for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have some friends at work that do some like that kind of stuff, but I like the different challenges, and
yeah.
No, thank you.
No.
Sounds bullshitty.
You know what we have here in Santa Rosa is they do the Ironman? It's just the bicycles. And I think they run them 3 times a year at least. And so they close down part of the streets even on Friday to kind of set up the whole event.
Yeah.
And it's a big to-do. But I thought, I don't know, I wonder how long the course is and who would I be rooting for? If I was to be...
I don't get that either because, a lot of people go to this naked bike ride in Portland tonight. A lot of people just go there. And I'm like, why is that, a appealing thing to you? What would make me want to go there and stand there with, myself or a friend or something and
I can
watch naked people ride bicycles?
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. If you're with a group of... I can see if you're with a group of people and you're out there...
We're drinking tonight.
You're drinking, right? You're laughing and...
We're drinking and we're going to go watch naked people ride bicycles, I guess. Okay, maybe. You're
right. I mean, you go to dinner first, come out, You know how a lot of those places where it's even I've noticed it even in the bigger cities, like I mentioned Santa Rosa, you can just be on the street with, holding a beer in your hand or a glass of wine or... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good times, Yeah, Not for me, though.
Not for me. No, Mayo's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, you fucking hippies?
What? Hey, did I miss some of the questions on here? I might have. I apologize. There was one. It was regarding 4th of July. So where is it? Where is it, Jesus? If you can find it.
I cannot find...
I almost missed him. Where was it?
Something 4th of July. Let me see if I can find.
Here we go. Let me go. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I did miss some. John Jerome, did I missed his for any special plans for America Fuck Yeah Day?
America Fuck Yeah. Nope, nothing for me. I just get the day off and paid. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
I will work and get paid extra.
Oh, but that's like an option, right? You can not go to work.
They'll pretty much make us work, but we'll make triple time. So.
Well, that's not bad. If they offered me triple time, I'd go to fucking work too, Mayo.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pass up.
Mayo. We're gonna have to. Well, because I work Monday actually, so I get the holiday pay on Monday. Mm-hmm. So I get 10 hours of overtime that day. Woohoo! Plus I get paid for Thursday. Hell yeah! But we don't work holidays over at my job, so my plan is to go to the fairgrounds, and it's about a 20-minute walk. No, it's 15 minutes, I think, and then just watch fireworks there.
Yeah, I don't know what to do this year for 4th of July.
And I'm cooking real hamburgers, actually.
None of that Beyond Meat.
Fuck that. No, I'm actually going to grill some real hamburgers.
Beyond hamburgers.
And the other thing I like, I'm a weird guy. I like the grilled asparagus. And chicken.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just going to buy it all.
Grilled chicken is bomb, dude.
It is delicious.
Chicken is the motherfucking shit.
The more heat you put on that and you put some char on it, it is it's lit, folks.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Fucking lit as fuck, Gunny. Yeah.
Some beer, some grilled
almost
chicken.
Anything on the grill is good, though.
Almost.
Keyword is almost, but...
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait now.
What are you guys' plans for 4th of July? Let us know, people. Are you guys shooting guns? I bet some of our listeners are going to shoot guns on 4th of July.
Are you going to shoot some firecrackers,
Are you catching your neighbor's house on fire because you shot a big-ass fucking firework and it fell over?
Some bottle rocket went into your neighbor's yard?
What's the famous saying? Here, hold my beer. Watch this.
I love those videos. I can't wait to see those on Facebook.
I remember one time we were shooting out fireworks
in their face.
And the ones the big ones that go up in the sky and shit, right? What happened was somehow the fucking thing got stuck on the ground. They loaded it in there, lit it up, and and everyone backed away, dude, and that thing just went off in the tube on the ground. That thing was fucking like wide. You don't realize how wide those fucking fireworks really shoot off until they go off like really low to the ground or like on the ground. They go off. They go pretty fucking wide. Yeah. Probably at least 10, 15 feet.
I would think they would have to like a lot of wires they got to run through if you're not standing next to it.
It was pretty crazy. Nothing caught
like
on
a piece
fire.
Of dynamite.
Nothing caught on fire though, so we're good. Hopefully, no crazy fucking forest fires begin this year because of that shit, dude. Last year was nuts, man. It was nuts. You remember last year, the forest fires for like months?
Yeah. Hey, so check us out. So I spent the night. I just got home this morning, actually, and so I'm up in Ukiah, California, and almost all the rooms were all from these like tree cutter guys that were there, and they had like these long ass ropes that they were getting all ready. And I was like, I looked at the guy, and we were talking, and he goes, I go, are you guys here to do like fireworks? He goes, yeah, exactly what we're doing. He goes, we're making one all the way from like Lake County all the way across. I'm like, thank God, because it's just tons of forest up there, and it goes up really fast.
Oh yeah, dude. Like in Oregon, the whole reason that like the whole Gorge, like Oregon Gorge or whatever, people come here to visit that place, but it all caught on fire like last year or the year before, and it was all because some fucking kid was out there playing with fireworks, like firecrackers or some shit, and he threw some in. There was like a video. They recorded a video on like Snapchat or something. And he was with his friends hanging out, and they were shooting off fucking fireworks, throwing them out the window of their car. And they threw like a bottle rocket out the window and caught the fucking gorge on fire. There was like $30 million worth of damage.
Yeah,
and he got stuck. And the thing is, he got stuck with the bill. He has to pay back $30 million or some shit. Like they actually stuck the bill to him and his parents. Yeah, because he ended up going to jail, right? But then he ended up pleading guilty or whatever the fuck. And he actually got like, yeah, dude, you got to pay restitution. Your restitution is like 29 point something million dollars. It's like,
damn,
what the fuck? He tried to fight it, but they said like, nope, it's legal. You have to pay it till you turn 18 or something. I don't know how they figured that out. Probably the rest of his life. He'll never pay it off.
Yeah, he'll have to file for bankruptcy. Yeah.
Even that, I don't think you can get rid of like a court judgment like that, right? Like a criminal judgment against you, like a restitution. I don't think you can get rid of that.
No, probably not. Yeah.
It's like it would be like almost like a school loan, because
you can't get rid of like taxes or whatever. It's a tax debt. You can't
school loan
bankrupt on that.
Or taxes or child support. None of that shit goes away from that. So. Yeah. I'm assuming the dude's gonna have to pay it forever, but like it's crazy to me. Like a 15-year-old kid did that.
Wow.
All over fireworks. All I'm saying, people, is don't get stuck with the $30 million fucking bill for the rest of your life. Be smart. Don't catch nothing on fire.
Definitely.
Yeah. Don't catch shit on fire. Are you gonna shoot guns, Mayo?
No, I'm just gonna like you guys said. I want to go watch fireworks. We have a big one they do here in Columbus. They call it Red, White, and Boom, and they pretty much have people start arriving about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And they'll wait and party there all day until they have the fireworks, and then basically everybody tries to leave this central area of Columbus and try and get out and drive for 3 hours to get home. Like
I could imagine that shit.
Pretend you're in California and just,
right?
Your normal commute.
I know how that is. When I used to live the next town over, that was like craziness. Everybody leaves all at once.
I think where we would typically go is like I can get home in probably an hour. So like it'll be a late night. But like I don't have any problem with like having late nights on a work day. But so they'll do the fireworks once it gets dark, and then about an hour home. So I'll probably get home about 11 or 11:30 at night.
Nice. Anyways.
All right. I think we're done. Done with questions, done with the show.
We're done. Woo! Woo! No news this week, really, people. Sorry, we're lacking on the news because there's not really any news for video games. Anyways, you can find me on Xbox Live, Gamertag, Jesus Walks Live. You can find me on Steam, Jesus Walks Live. You can find me on PlayStation, Jesus Walks Live. You can find me on Mixer. JesusWalksLaw.com will take you right to my Mixer. There you go. I'll make it easier for you guys.
Get those embers in.
JesusWalksLoud.com. Yeah, and I'll be streaming some GTA 5 now that I have it.
Let's get some multiplayer GTA 5 going, Jesus, this week.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm down this week to do it. Yeah, man. 4-day weekend.
We get some shenanigans going.
Yeah.
Maybe we can lock yourself out of your police car, or I can handcuff myself.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, Jesus, there is a GTA 5 mod where you can go as a police officer and arrest people.
I'm going to arrest everyone. I'm going to arrest the shit out of everybody in that game. You watch it.
Yeah. You call in another squad to come pick up the person, the bad guy. So you sail it.
Roleplay mod.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Roleplay mod communities now that are,
I know there's people that do role-playing servers and shit online. Yeah, I'm going to go fucking arrest everyone.
I enjoy those role-playing ones on GTA. Those are funny.
Anyways, I'm out of here. Where can we find you, Mayo?
All right, you can find me on Steam as it's the Mayo 1. And then on Discord is the Mayo, and Xbox I'm the Mayo. So pretty much if it's a media platform, just search the Mayo, and you're more than likely going to find me. Just for look for a jar of mayo is the gamer tag. Yeah, it's the same gamer tag throughout on everything I own. So
yeah,
if you have me on one, you'll have me in all of them.
Great. Now find me over on Xbox, Gunny Chief, one word. Over on Steam, the Gunny Chief. On Twitter, Gunny Chief.
Oh, all right.
That's it. We're done. Say goodbye.
How's it go? What does
Gidget say, Jesus?
Oh, peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Have a happy and safe 4th of July weekend, machine. Don't get arrested. Don't go to jail. Don't die. Don't catch a forest on fire.
Drink responsibly.
Drink not responsibly, but don't drive.
I've always said that every year. You just go get all fucked up.
Just don't fucking drive. Wasted. Who gives a shit? Just don't. The most important thing when you're drunk is don't shoot anything and don't drive. As long as you have access to guns or a car, you're good.
Be in the back seat, just going and just slobbering and yelling
throw
things
up out the window.
Yeah, you're not driving, so fuck it.
Make sure the person that is driving, though, is not drunk either.
That's the other thing,
it's another key, yeah. Make sure that the other person is not drunk. Yeah, sober drivers. Yeah.
Just act like you're driving the car from the back seat. Just act like a total ass. You'll be fine.
And if you're going to shoot fireworks, make sure you keep those hands protected because you won't be able to play games very well if you lose those fingers.
Yep, that's true. Don't lose the fingers, people. You're going to lose your thumb. If you lose your thumb, you're really fucked. You cannot play any games anymore.
Need those.
You're done for the rest of your gaming career.
Or you might need one of those new Xbox controllers.
Those adaptive controllers. Yeah, you're going to need one of those if you don't have a thumb, man. That's going to be real helpful. But anyways, stay safe, people. We love you. Happy 4th of July. Freedom as fuck. Fuck yeah.
Go,
America, fuck yeah. Buy all the fireworks, buy all the... I'm not saying, but if you get a hold of some illegal fireworks and they accidentally go off near you, have fun. Just have fun.
Barbecue.
Celebrate it.
Beer.
Bye. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.